How's that? I got a little.
We're live, everybody. Sorry for the wait. We got to get all situated here.
It was worth it. Look at the backgrounds.
Yeah, we are ready.
Looks awesome.
How's everybody's afternoon? It's a rainy one here. I think it's raining a lot of places. Put a 1 if it's raining where you're at.
I'm pretty sure it's raining everywhere right now.
Is it? Yeah. Is it raining there? Like... Oh yeah, Autumn, you're in Ohio.
Yeah.
Is it raining? Like, what is it like exactly there though? Because you were like 4 hours.
Just very. Oop. My phone. Just very cloudy, but it's not raining today.
Oh, okay. Okay. So if you guys hear the rain, it should be relaxing. All right, guys. So do you want to just jump right in, or do you want to say hi to people, or whatever? You guys could say hi. Whatever you want to do.
They're probably ready for us.
Marbear.
Do you guys want us to jump right in?
We were super late, and also it's a lot of pages.
Yeah, Titanium. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's start. All right, guys.
I knew the backgrounds would be worth it.
Yeah. All right, let me get the screen up. It was worth the wait, right, guys? Because now we're like the real feel of the interview. All right, so let's get this up. Let me get it.
So we put our names here. Does everyone know what we're reading?
I do, yeah. But see, mine's highlighted. Your guys isn't on this one. So is that going to confuse you?
No, I should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to read all that.
Look at all that.
We're skipping a little bit. So we just jumping in right here. Oh, so this is okay?
Yeah, like I'll say.
Let me see how.
Whoa.
Big. Oh, that's too big, huh? Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to. Hold on. Let's do. Hold on. Why does it jump from? Hold on. Let me try like 200.
I was gonna say it goes from normal to
like. Why did it do that? It jumped from 195 to 300. Hold on. Let's do
225. Or try 225.
Yeah, that's wait. Is that?
I don't even know if she knows that's what she was going for, but it looks like it.
What?
I think she did.
Yeah, that is what I was doing, Julia.
Okay,
see, you know me. What do you mean? I was just telling you guys. That's why I said I wore orange.
You didn't say orange. I said it looked like it, but then you didn't say anything, so I didn't know.
No. Well, maybe
she
before
did.
You got on, I was telling Sleuthie, like I wore orange for Kegan, like but that's
perfect.
The purpose I did it. Yeah. All right. So
I wish I had a clip-on tie.
I know. Okay, hold on. Wait, let me make sure I have. I'm kind of looking forward to this because I feel like hopefully we'll catch some things because now it's like very important now. I feel like for everything, maybe we'll catch some. If you guys catch any interesting things that
I do too, and I feel like not everyone has seen this or all of this in its entirety.
Okay. All right. So where do you want to start?
Scroll up just like a tiny bit so I can. Okay, so I'll say. So obviously, you know why you're here with us, with this. I do want to make it clear that we have watched the previous interviews when this had come up in the past, right?
Oh, so this is okay.
Okay, so we watched that.
Right.
We understand what's going on.
Right.
You understand what's going on. Now, obviously you have a problem.
Are you talking about all the stuff that was on those old phones? Is that what this is about?
The phones,
So, like I told that, I can't remember her name. She was like I don't know, something with the child division. All those are old videos when I was underage.
Well, and I mean, and I want to make it clear too that we not only have watched your interviews,
right,
but we've personally gone through each device.
Right.
We've watched the videos.
Yeah.
We've seen the pictures, and I could tell you were not underage at that time, okay?
Of all the underage girls I talked to, I was definitely underage for any of those pictures that I got from them.
And that's not what the data that we have on the metadata of those images. I mean, they're time stamped.
Right.
Log in.
Yeah.
You know, when you take that phone.
Yeah.
Get a lot of information off of it.
Right.
Okay. And obviously, I mean, it's been a little while, obviously, but.
And a few of those charges, can I see that again so I can ask?
Yeah. Which one were you thinking about?
It was like, I don't know. I can't remember. I'd have to, sorry, my mind's going crazy right now. Like, what is like child exploitation? What is that? Like, I've never been with a child before or anything like that.
Well, it's not necessarily about being with a child, but when you go to, when you're, is your Kick Chat 92? That was on your iPhone when you were trading back and forth.
Right.
CP images, that's exploitation of a child.
Okay. An obstruction of justice.
And we're going to get to all that. Okay. But I need you to understand why
Right. Yeah.
we're here, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm just being honest with you. I mean, the underage thing, it's
Right.
not correct.
Right.
Okay. 3 years ago, you were not underage.
Right.
And you were in possession of all that as well.
Right.
So I know even in your last interview, I mean, you have a problem.
Right.
And you said it yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming, problem like that does not just overnight correct itself.
No, you're right. I moved to Las Vegas and I tried to like completely change my life. And yeah, and then, fell on hard times, not having a good job and stuff. So I had to move back. But yeah, I mean, I haven't done any of that stuff since then. That was a real wake up call.
When did you move to Vegas?
I'm not sure what it was, about 2 years ago. Well, no, I got back about 3 years ago, probably. Like, I don't know. I think June, maybe right after my birthday sometime. It was like right after that.
June of 2017?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. About, yeah.
Where are you currently living now? Like, where's your residence at?
509 Southly.
So that's with your girlfriend?
Well, like I stay with her sometimes, but I mean, I just bounce around really. But I mean, she lets me stay there as much as I need to.
Okay. So, June 2017, moved to Vegas. Where'd you stay out there?
I had an apartment.
An apartment?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that address? I don't know. What was that address, man?
What was that address? I don't know. What the hell was that address?
Do you remember what street?
It was on Craig Road. Was it one? No, that's my dad's address. I don't know. 5370 East Craig Road.
Do you remember what apartment number it was?
1420. 1420, yeah.
Live by yourself?
No, I had a friend that I moved out there with.
Who was that?
Dirk Hayes. He lived in Peru.
Hayes?
Yeah. Hayes, yeah.
Okay, what'd you do for employment out there?
A lot of stuff, really. We had like a little medical marijuana business that we would do a delivery service with and stuff.
A lot of money in that, isn't there?
Yeah, there was a lot of elderly people, that couldn't leave their house a lot and stuff like that. They didn't want to get around and stuff like that.
What caused you to move back?
I just couldn't afford it. I mean, rent was so expensive and just everything in general just was so expensive out there.
So yeah, I could definitely see it being more expensive out that way too.
Oh, yeah.
And my goal today, I mean, we want to try to, of course, get you to understand everything that's
right. Yeah.
going on. And I think that there's some things that we need to clear up too. In your original interview, I mean, obviously you said it was a problem that you had. And
yeah.
So you're saying it was a pretty big wake up call. And
oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I never really had a problem with the police ever in my life. I got arrested when I was like, I think I was like 16 going into 16. I mean, it was over nothing. I went to a friend's house and my mom grounded me. And then she called the police because, at that time, texting, like you would send a text and it would never get to you. You know what I mean? It's like 2012 and I texted her from my friend's phone and she didn't get it and called the cops and said I ran away.
Oh.
So it was something like that.
Okay.
But other than that, that's...
As for the CP stuff, I mean, you just stopped?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, I realized, like, how serious it is. Like...
Okay.
You don't think about it when you're, like, talking to 16 and 17-year-old girls, and then you realize when that knock comes at your door, you're like, hey, shit's not a joke.
What we could do now then, since, I mean, you haven't viewed it since then, or...
No.
anything like that.
No.
Would you give us consent for your phone
Yeah.
to search the phone? Okay.
Do you have any computers or tablets or anything like that at your...
I have a computer in my room, but I mean, it's not really, it's real old. But I mean, yeah, I have one in there.
Would you give us consent for that as well?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Any other electronic media, or maybe you have like an Xbox or something?
Yeah, I have an Xbox. Yeah.
Would you give us consent to search that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
What games you play nowadays?
Call of Duty.
I don't even know what Call of Duty.
Yeah.
What are they on, like 26?
The new one called Warzone.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
You do it online? Like talk shit to kids
Yeah.
all the time?
Yeah.
I used to play until the kids started getting really good.
Right.
And
That's how it is.
I get so damn mad. I got to throw it across the room, right?
Yeah.
Talk so much shit, man.
He's like 12.
Yeah,
He's destroying you. Like, no,
yep.
exactly.
it's ridiculous.
It's the little bastards. I grew up on a Nintendo, man.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm looking at the controllers trying to figure out which button.
And we didn't have as many buttons and stuff.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm getting older and slowing down.
How long you been in Indiana back from Vegas, man?
Oh, like a year and a half, probably.
Consistently the whole time, or are you just bouncing around?
Yeah. Well, yeah, pretty much consistent the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what phones do you have at your house
Just an iPhone.
or at the apartment? Just an iPhone?
Yeah.
Do you know what model it is?
It's called SE.
Is that like 2 models back or something, or is that a newer one?
It's like the brand new one.
You have iPhone?
Yeah.
What color is it?
Red. It has like a black case.
Okay.
So
What room is it that in
that first room.
like all the way in the back
No, the one that's closest to the front.
where the TV and stuff was?
Yeah.
Okay. That's you,
Um,
Sleuthie.
do you pay, like, is that Allie's place though?
Yeah.
Are you on the lease?
No, I
You don't pay.
pay rent or nothing.
Okay.
How do you pull that off?
Well, she just lets me stay there really when I need to.
I tried slumming at a girl's house, man. I got my ass kicked out.
Yeah.
And you said you have an Xbox.
Yeah.
Where's that at? What
It's in
kind of Xbox?
Xbox One,
What color is it? And
black.
I know they got tons of them.
Yeah.
And you said a computer?
Yeah.
What kind of computer is it?
I don't even know, honestly. That's how much I don't even it might be a Gateway. An HP, I think.
An HP? It's like an all-in-one, or does it have a tower?
It's like a rectangle. I don't know.
So like
I bought it.
the disc and everything is all in the screen?
Yeah, it's just all in.
Okay, so like an all-in-one.
Yeah.
Touchscreen?
No, I plug it right into my TV.
Huh.
Well, I got it to think I could play games on it or something because it was a little cheaper. You can't even do nothing on it. It's terrible.
Do you hear me? Really?
No,
You
I
were
didn't hear it.
muted.
You can't even really watch Netflix or
Really?
like.
That's weird because that's a streaming.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on.
When'd you get it?
Huh?
When'd you get it?
6 months ago, probably.
Well,
Yeah.
that's weird.
It was only like $150. Yeah, I was like,
Well, you just got that when did you get the iPhone?
They came out a few months ago, probably 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
Yeah.
And you had the Xbox for a while, or
Yeah, for about a year and a half, probably. Yeah.
what color is the HP?
It's like black and gray. Yeah, I would say it's more gray than black.
And what other electronic devices do you have in your house?
That's about all I can think. Her phone, that's
What does Allie have, just so we don't...
the same iPhone SE.
Okay.
Yeah.
What color is hers, though?
Hers is white.
Hers is a white one?
Yeah.
Is she on your plan, or are you on her plan, or?
No, she's on her own plan.
And then are you on it? Is it just your plan with your phone, or?
Yeah. Well, technically I'm not on a plan right now. I just have text now.
Oh, so like you're using Wi-Fi for everything.
Yeah, because I don't really ever,
Hmm.
go anywhere without Wi-Fi. So
And what's your current phone number?
honestly, I don't know. I literally just got it. I don't.
Don't know your own phone number?
Yeah, I know it's 310 number. It's a Los Angeles number. I'm not sure.
310.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Spend time in LA too?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
How long would you do out there?
Pretty much the same thing, really.
The weed business?
Yeah. Yep. It's booming out there.
I bet.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Do you have any old phones or anything like that
No.
there?
No.
What'd you do with your old phone that you turned in?
I sold it on eBay.
Okay, and that
Yeah.
was a couple months ago, you said?
Yeah, just when I got the phone.
Where's my cup?
Okay, so just the iPhone, Xbox, and then that computer.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my cup?
Who's your guys' internet provider?
AT&T.
AT&T.
Yeah.
Does she pay for that, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she pays for everything. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to read this to you here. That way we can have consent there and you can have your copy here. So we're obviously at the Peru, Indiana State Police Post, but your devices are located at this 509 South Leah Drive, Apartment F. These are your rights. You have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to require that a search warrant be obtained for any search of your property. You have the right to refuse to consent to a warrantless search. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before giving consent to such search. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you. The next part's if you're a juvenile, which you're not. All your signing statement. I have read this statement of rights, understand what my rights are. I do not want a lawyer at this time. I consent to a warrantless search by the officers of the Indiana State Police of the following described property, which you have your red SE iPhone, red and black case, red with a black case, Xbox One, which is black, and all-in-one HP computer, black and gray. I authorize these officers to seize any article of property which they consider evidence. I understand and know what I'm doing. No promises or threats have been made to me. No pressure or coercion of any kind has been used against me. Appreciate that. And if you don't mind just signing, you can sign underneath. It's okay. Thank you, sir. So you said that you were, and I'm sorry, I was writing this down. Wait a minute. When you were talking, you went from Las Vegas to LA?
No, I never really stayed in LA. I would just go there a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what were you doing out there, you said?
I would get a product and stuff there. So
Daddy put
Okay.
I'd go there like almost once a week, almost.
Was it your company, or did you work for
Me and my friend that moved out there together, we started it.
Dirk?
Yeah, Dirk.
You need a license to start a company up, or how did that work?
Technically it's under the law of that you don't have to get a license under the law. This is if you're 18, it's gifting to someone.
Huh.
So you're not technically buying it from us or anything. I'm not selling it to you. You buy a monthly subscription and get that every month as like a gift. So
Really?
so that way you don't need a license or anything.
If you had someone pay monthly, you give it you give it to them, and because of their paying for the monthly subscription,
They're paying.
for the service.
They're not paying for the marijuana at all.
Huh.
Services?
Right.
Interesting. And that was in LA or that was in...
That was in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So after Vegas, then you said just got too expensive out there. Where'd
Yeah.
you go from there?
I went to my mom's outside of Young America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that how long did you stay in Vegas then?
I mean, from that June to I think it was like been about a year or so. The next June, well, the next like August or September. She got married in September, so yeah, September.
Okay, so August, September.
Yeah, yeah. I came back really to marry them, and then I thought about it, and I was like, well,
Do what?
I'll just stay here.
You
Ordained minister.
no kidding.
Yeah, yeah,
So you married your own mom?
yeah. Right.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's crazy. And so you just stayed with them then?
Yeah, yeah.
And how'd you do that? Like, what
Well,
do you have to do that?
my stepdad works at a hog farm, so I work with him. So it
Mm-hmm.
was like, hey, if you work, you can stay here. And I mean, I paid rent and stuff, and it was pretty cool job.
Okay, that's not too bad. Have you done any other weddings since then, or?
Yeah, I've done like 2 or 3 in Nevada, and then I did hers.
Oh, so it's like nationwide.
But since then, I haven't done it. Yeah.
Nation.
But yeah, I can do it all 50 states. Well, not Alaska, 49. But
Really?
when am I going to go to Alaska?
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know why. It says right on my paperwork, though, that you can't do it in Alaska.
Huh.
I'm not sure what the deal is there.
Like maybe they have their own
Right. Yeah.
customs or
Right.
laws, I guess. So then you stayed with your mom and living in
Young America.
Young America.
Right outside Young America.
And then working for stepdad. What's his name?
Alvin.
Alvin.
Yeah.
What about last name?
Hamilton.
And then after mom's, where'd you go from there?
Well, really, I just started living, sleeping with friends and stuff, and then staying at Allie's whenever I could. And
For the past 2 years now, maybe?
well, no, I stayed with him until last August. So I stayed with him for probably about a year.
Okay.
And then, yeah, well, no, it was probably longer than August, sometime right before the winter.
Okay. 2019?
Yeah, 2019. Yeah.
And then you've kind of been staying with,
Yeah, with her and her other friends
yeah.
and stuff in Kokomo.
What other friends did you stay with?
I have a friend named Ryan here that I hang out with every now and then.
Okay.
He lets me stay there a lot.
Ryan, what?
Near?
Like Near?
Neher. I'm pretty sure.
What is it?
Near or Neher. Pretty sure that's how you spell it. His dad's a cop for Walton.
Who?
For Walton.
Walton PD?
Yeah, he was for years. I'm not sure if he even is now, but yeah.
So you stayed with them. Where do they live at?
In Kokomo on what I don't even know what the street that is. Grant maybe? I don't even know. I'm terrible with street names. That and people's names, I'm terrible with that too.
Are you still working?
Currently, I'm not. No.
Okay.
I've been trying, but I do graphic design and stuff.
Okay.
So like I'll just get jobs whenever I can.
Okay.
Yeah, do a website called Fiverr. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that. So like what
What computer do you use for graphic design?
My phone.
You do graphic design from a phone?
Yeah, from an app on my phone. It's called Canva. You can pretty much do like literally anything you could think of that you can do on the computer.
Really?
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah.
Huh.
it's like what you like typical project, would you say?
Oh, like menus for restaurants. I do that a lot.
It had to have picked up, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
with all the COVID stuff.
Yeah, definitely. But it actually slowed down a lot too.
Really?
Yeah. Cause a lot of places would shut down because What I'd want to do is like mom and pop businesses.
Uh-huh.
You know, somewhere just try to get 250 from them, you know,
Uh-huh.
for a lot of people charge $1,000, you know, $1,000 for a website. I can do that same website for $200, you know?
Plus you can even make their website.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yes. Yeah.
So not even just menus or anything.
Everything. Yeah.
Okay.
All from an app.
Yeah. Well, the websites are done. I don't know if you know. Have you ever heard of GoDaddy.com?
Uh-huh. Yeah, the Danica Patrick thing, right? That Sleuthie. 19.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, through that. Do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how we found out about that. I always debated whether to like make noises, but
I know. I was gonna put in there like just a mumble, but I
yeah, that's how we found out about that.
is this there was I just want to make sure a small black thumb drive in the Dell computer.
That's for the Wi-Fi.
Is that for the
Wi-Fi, yeah.
But it's
It will say right on there, Wi-Fi or whatever in the back of it.
the thumb drive
Yeah.
and the computer?
Yeah.
Is that yours then too?
The thumb drive, it looks like a thumb. It's just, it goes right into the USB.
Okay, but
Yeah.
that's yours.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's for the Wi-Fi for the computer. So
Okay.
so you don't go to run a cord all the way through the house.
Okay, I'm gonna add that real quick.
Yeah, it does look like a little USB drive.
Oh, so it's like how you add
Yeah.
it's Wi-Fi after.
Exactly. Yeah.
Got it. I don't get it. Do you get it? I don't get I don't get it. But got it. Yeah, those are lifesavers since
They really are.
Cat 5.
They really are.
Well, now they got Cat 6 now.
Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, we can add that real quick. So, like you said, after mom's, there from August to October 19. Allie, you've been staying with her. How long have you guys been together? I mean, you said you're together or you're not.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for since like last May.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna say, how'd you guys meet?
I knew her brother in high school, and then we met on Facebook pretty much, just talking on Facebook, and then we hung out, and yeah. But I've known her family pretty much my whole life.
What's her brother's name?
Harold.
Same last name?
Conklin, yeah.
Say you guys met May 2018?
Yeah, somewhere.
Or 2 years, you said, or?
Yeah, May 19.
Oh, May 19.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to try to make sure, because you're kind
right.
I've bounced around just a tad here, but August to October, and then you started staying with Ryan near. Any other friends or anything like that?
Not really. I mean, not for like long periods or nothing like that. No.
It's like a black Dell desktop.
Yeah. Is that what it is? A Dell? See, I don't even know. HP Dell?
Do you any like other USB drives or anything like that?
No.
No? Okay. Just in case if that is like a drive or something.
Right.
If they can take, I just put with any USB drives.
Right.
So I just added black Dell desktop with any USB drive.
Right.
Just to that list. Are you good with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, still signed and everything.
Yeah.
You a car guy?
Not really.
Not really?
So I kind of grew up
You grew up having to be?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why's that?
I don't know. He has this fascination with work cars. So he'll buy a work car and then like he'll customize it. 2 years later he'll just get rid of it. Like the car we have now, it's getting worked on. It was one of his work cars. He just gave it to us.
What do you mean like
car?
A work car, like a...
Because he works at Chrysler. So he'll just, go back and forth, just buy one car for work to drive to work.
Oh.
And stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he don't want to put miles on his other cars, and so.
So what car are you driving now?
It's an old Grand Am, 98 Grand Am.
Little Grand Am?
Yeah.
Did you grow up working on cars and stuff like that too?
Huh?
Did you grow up working on cars?
No, not really.
Your dad does, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Okay.
Motorcycles.
Mechanic guy?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you said right now you're just looking for work. You're not doing any other work
Nah.
or
No.
anything like that? What does Allie do?
She works at Wendy's.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're in
In Kokomo, yeah.
good. Full time or is she?
Yeah, full time.
So something that you had mentioned about when we were talking about the CP, you said it kind of was a wake-up call when you were talking to these girls that were how old?
The youngest I ever knew of was 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, and this is going to be important that you know, and am I making you guys seasick? Because he's like bouncing right beside me trying to get comfortable for a nap.
No, I didn't even
I'm just
notice.
looking at
I
the,
feel
'cause
like
I'm
my
looking
whole
at the
body's like
transcript.
the whole
I
bed's
think
like
you're all right because we're probably people are looking at the transcripts, but
so again, and this is going to be important that you know, and I put it on the table and I've told you,
right,
or of course I've watched your interviews,
right,
you know, before, and I've gone through all the phones. So, you know, from here on out, it's very imperative and very important that you're 100% truthful
right, yeah,
because you've read the charges. You understand this
right,
this is significant.
right,
Okay. And I'm going to tell you that going through the phones, it's not the case. Okay. And I have it here and we'll go through it. And for instance, you know, you had mentioned the exploitation thing.
right.
And I mean, that's right here in this chat, this Kick Messenger chat, which was on your Apple iPhone.
Do you remember what your Kick Messenger name was?
I don't even know. I'm not sure. I think it was my name, I think. Then maybe a number or something. Thanks for
Wasn't
joining,
anything
Jenna
else?
Flora. Sorry, I just saw it.
Welcome.
Welcome. No, I
Quit,
think
or I'm going to make you go out there.
no,
Like
I
he's
think
doing
maybe
on purpose. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, go ahead. Let me know when you're ready.
No, good. You're good.
You good? Okay. No, I think maybe Kegan Kline won. Maybe I don't know. My name, I think, and something.
So your Kick Messenger accounts were all in your name.
Yeah.
You're 100% sure about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did anyone else have access to that phone or?
No, I don't think so. No. I mean,
Okay.
I didn't have a girlfriend or no one ever
Well,
uses my phone or nothing like that.
and again, I know you had talked about making fraudulent accounts.
Right?
And what fraudulent accounts have you made?
Like on Instagram, I would make stuff like that to try to,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And on Kick?
I don't think well, I mean, like, I wouldn't send pictures of myself.
Mm-hmm. But we're talking about the names in that.
I don't think so. I think it was always my name and then like maybe a number or something like that.
Okay. And like I said, I mean, want you to know I have these chats sitting right in front of me. So
Right?
where did the name Emily Ann 45 come from?
Oh yeah, that was just some random name that I made up. Yeah.
Okay. So you did make that one.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And tell me about, and again, I know you remember these things. Okay. Cause you know, I've gone through all this and I want you to be clear on that.
Right?
I mean, I've gone through every device,
Right?
every chat. So I need you to be honest.
Right?
Okay. Cause I mean, the line is, it doesn't
Yeah.
do us any good, right?
I'm not lying.
But I know you know the Emily Ann name.
I really
Okay.
didn't mean. I
This-
mean, it's me. I mean, it's been how long?
This is a pretty
Years,
big
right?
persona that you built for Emily Ann. I mean, it is.
What do you mean?
As in, you know, talking to other girls and talking to other people. I mean, Emily Ann obviously has a story behind her, right? Does that make sense?
No, I don't know what you mean by that. No, what do you mean a story?
Well, we'll go through this first since it's right here. So this is a chat that was May 15th, 2026 or 2016 to May 17th, 2016. And this is between Emily Ann 45 and Hannah Rostel. Hannah messages, "Hey, sup, Emily Ann. So what kind of pics?" Hannah Rostel, "Whatever you want." Emily Ann, LOL. Age, Hannah Rostel, 13 to 16. Emily Ann, oh, Hannah Rostel, what do you have? You send an image here, which the first image is a Caucasian female exposing her. It had a water across the chest and in a caption that said "like this." So we get down a little bit further into the chat, and Hannah Rostel says, "LOL, like, I mean, what ages?" Emily Ann, 45. "A lot. What about you?" Hannah Rostel, 3 to 16. "What's your youngest?" Emily Ann, "I don't know. LOL." Emily Ann, you send your first your youngest. They send a picture of a 13-year-old. Emily Ann, "Damn, she's hot." Emily Ann, "Any videos?" Hannah Rostel, "Yeah, LOL. Your turn." Hannah Rostel sends a video, or it was an image that depicted a Caucasian female, 13 years old, taking a picture in the mirror. She was completely nude, turned away from the mirror and exposing her and posing. And Emily Ann's response was, "Damn, that's hot as fuck."
Yeah, I don't remember any of that. And that's me being 1000% honest with you. I mean, like I told them the last time I did talk to a lot of girls. So, I mean, that was 4 years ago. I don't remember any of that.
But I mean, this is not like talking to another girl. This is a exchange of CP.
Right? Yeah, no, I don't remember.
Likely a male. It's most likely
Right?
two males,
Right?
2 female names on Kick.
Right.
Exchanging graphic CP, girls that are like 5 years old. Years old.
What?
Yeah, very young, like very young. So how
That's not me.
could you not remember that, man?
Yeah, exactly. That is not me. I would never. That is I swear to God that was not me.
Then you need to come up with who else had access to that device.
Shoot, that was 4 years ago. I don't think anyone, but shoot, I never, like maybe 15, 14 maybe, but
We're talking
again, no kids.
we're talking
No freaking,
shocking.
definitely no freaking not.
There's tons of it.
Right.
And that's resulted in this charging document. There's tons of it.
Right.
So who else could have potentially used these accounts and your phone?
I mean, I stayed with the guy that I moved with before I left with him. But I mean,
Okay, but we're talking this is
right?
2016 when you were
That's what I'm saying, before I moved.
right.
For Vegas.
And I want this to be clear that this is the iPhone 4.
Right.
And the iPhone's name was Kegan's iPhone.
Right.
And you would have been 22 at the time, and it was secured with a PIN code. And it's all your
Right.
your email addresses, your account information, your fraudulent account information. Okay.
Yeah, but
So
what I'm saying is, what if he used my Kick without me knowing or something?
You would have to know your passcode.
Right.
right. And who
My buddy that I moved with, because I mean,
that was before that.
I know, but I'm saying I stayed with him in 2016. up to you know, up until I left. I mean, I stayed with my dad a lot too, but I mean, I was at his house a lot too.
Well, I'm telling you.
And he has kids and stuff.
How many? How old were his kids?
He has 2 kids.
How old were they?
5 and probably 7 when we moved to Vegas.
Did the kids move with you?
Yeah, I mean, I lived with the kids and everything when we lived in Vegas.
No wife or girlfriend of what's his name?
Huh?
Dirk, you said? Right?
Huh? Yeah, his the kid's mom like was a real bad drug addict and moved.
So you two
She pretty much
moved to Vegas with 2 kids.
yeah, I mean,
Did he have access to your phones?
I mean, yeah, he could have. I mean, I stayed at his house a lot. I mean, we did drugs and stuff. I mean, I wasn't saying. I mean, I have no clue.
But I mean, I don't think a 5 and a 7-year-old is going to be on Kick exchanging CP.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like he had kids. So like, you know what I mean?
No, what are you saying?
Really?
Why would I be doing that around one of my best friends? You know you know what I'm saying?
Well, that doesn't.
I mean, if I was gonna do that, why?
You can't really, don't talk
No,
your way around.
I'm not getting what I'm getting. What I'm saying.
Then tell me
Okay.
or explain it to me.
So what if he was using my phone? You know what I'm saying?
I understand that,
Yeah.
but he would have needed your password to do that.
Which that ain't. I mean, that ain't no big deal. I give my password to a lot of my people.
Who else have you given your passcode to?
I mean, he was my roommate. I mean,
You said a lot of
password.
people. Who else?
His friend that lived would stay with us, Satasha.
What was her name?
Satasha.
Satasha.
Yeah.
What was her last name?
Partial. Yeah, something like that. Partial. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Okay, you say, and so you're saying Dirk Hayes, Satasha Partial. How else? Who else?
I mean, that's probably about it.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now
Because she was over there too.
that in your interview,
Right?
you admitted that you had this problem.
Yeah,
Okay.
I talked to
And
a lady about it. Yeah.
and there was no, well, I do give my stuff to, you owned up to it and
Well,
admitted to talking to girls. And
right.
even in your polygraph that were under 16, they deliberately asked you, what if a girl told you they were under 16? And
Right.
your exact words were, I would probably still talk to her.
Right.
So don't,
But that doesn't mean
Kegan, listen.
14 and
to me.
13 does not mean a little kid that's 3 or whatever you said.
Okay, so then it's so
That's a totally different.
he took your phone for this part, but then when you asked, do you have any 9 to 13 videos?
Yeah, I didn't.
That would be in
About that.
that age.
Yeah, that is not me.
Because Emily Ann responded, I do. So you're telling me that you had 9 to 13 videos on your phone. They were on your device.
I had them on the device.
Listen. On the device.
That is not true.
So you wouldn't know about
Yeah.
I'm telling you it's true.
I have no clue about any of that. No.
We've been through that phone.
Right.
We've been through all the phones.
But we're not allowed to lie to you about this.
Right.
That is on your phone.
And why would I tell them they could keep my phones if I had stuff on it like that?
You didn't have a choice. They served a warrant.
Yeah,
they asked. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
But they.
All right. I mean, they asked me for that. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead.
That's okay. You could have told them. You could have told them no.
I mean, I have nothing to hide. So.
But what I'm telling you right now is that if I let Deputy Clinton have my phone,
right,
and use my phone,
right,
and I take it back, I'm going to know that there's 9 to 13 videos on my phone.
Right. Yeah.
There's no way you didn't. Okay.
So
again, we need the honesty.
I'm telling you my honest, I swear to God.
So, May 17th, 2016, Emily Ann, who you admitted to making the Emily Ann account, and sends a photo to Hannah Rostell. It's a Caucasian female laying down. She's not wearing a shirt. She's exposing her, showing her mouth. Doesn't show the rest of her face, but it shows her chest. And you make the comment, she's only 14. Ha ha. That's a 14-year-old that you would have talked to, right?
Right. That's the same conversation.
Same conversation.
I'm saying I don't remember that, but I'm saying like I probably would have said that. Yeah.
Okay, so
I really honestly don't really remember talking to anyone because it wouldn't be like the same person. I wouldn't keep talking to the same person. You know what I mean?
right, when you're
Random people.
but when you're exchanging CP, that's obviously.
I hear what you're saying, but
And then when you're exchanging Dropbox links that goes to your Dropbox, that's a different story too.
what do you mean? I never had a Dropbox
Yes, you did.
that I sent links for. What do you mean?
Bud, from your Dropbox account off your phone, we have started one of the largest CP investigations ever undertaken in the state of Indiana.
Well, you're okay, but that's not me. How did that?
You, a Dropbox account
It's a shared link?
from your Dropbox. Link, right?
Not from mine. There's no way possible.
Yes.
Yes.
There's no way possible.
Yes.
You
You do not have a Dropbox now, you're saying?
I have a Dropbox. Not that I would send nudes and shit through.
No.
Say a lot of people have Dropboxes.
Are people that communicated with you or shared images through your Dropbox link?
Yeah, no.
We start looking at those people and it just freaking spirals out of control to this major CP ring.
absolutely. And you even have it to the point where when you're getting this CP, you're sharing it with your Emily Ann account to your Kegan Kline Dropbox account. You can't tell me that the guy that you randomly lived with for a month knows your Dropbox password, knows your phone password.
Live with him for a month?
And then, you also that's your primary phone and you don't all the CP on it. Kegan, come on.
I swear to God, no. I guess CP technically is anything under 18. But yeah, no kids like that ever. You can show me anything you want. That doesn't mean that was me doing it.
It's on your device.
Okay, that happened. I mean, that's probably happened to a lot of people. That doesn't mean that.
No, it doesn't happen.
Okay, someone shoots someone and then they're with the person that happens a lot. And then they get charged for it. And then they say that they killed them. That doesn't mean that they killed them.
Yeah, that's why we asked you initially, is there anyone else that has access to your phones? And you
Right, but that told me how little kids and shit. And I've never done that.
So you're saying,
Obviously, as someone.
oh, your story changes.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, of course it does. But I never did freaking stuff little kids and stuff like that.
There's a lot of stuff with little kids.
Okay, that's not me, is what I'm saying, though.
And we're asking you if it's not you, but you.
Anything.
I'm in your corner on this, but you got to come off it. Who else? Who else?
That's what I'm saying. He's the only person I was around. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
That would be like that.
let's go from here then. So who else had access to your phone from 2016
That's it.
to now?
Him.
Only him?
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's literally it.
I'm going to write this down. So from 2016 to now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically my girlfriend now, my phone.
Okay.
I mean, she knows my password and stuff.
Okay, 2016 to now. What was his name?
Dirk Hayes.
Dirk Hayes had access to your phone.
Yeah.
Now, when did you live with Dirk?
We moved to Las Vegas, but before that, I mean, I would stay with him all the time.
You moved in 2017.
Yeah.
Okay. But then again, you said that you stayed with Dad, and you said you very rarely stayed
Yeah.
with Dirk.
Yeah.
Mainly.
But I mean, I'd stay with him, but I mean, not like every day or nothing.
Did Dirk stay with you at your dad's house?
No, he
Never.
the reason we met was he was my dad's neighbor, and then he moved down the street, and then that's
Down the street in the same neighborhood or where?
yeah, about 4 blocks.
4 blocks away?
Yeah, 4 or 5 blocks.
And then just to finish the Hannah Rostels sending another image after Emily Ann says that they like any age.
Yeah, I don't need to hear any of that.
We have to go through it.
We do. We have to go through this. This is your device named Kegan's iPhone.
I understand that.
With your passcode, with your account information, it doesn't have Dirk's information. I'm telling you that right now.
I understand that.
Okay, so when Hannah Rostel sends an image of a Caucasian female, 7 to 12 years old, taking a picture of herself in the mirror, this is just, I'm going to skip. Like, it's really gross. Emily Ann responds, what a little whore, LOL.
Yeah, that's not me.
And you know what we're actually had. Some people look at that and they believe that there are two people routinely speaking on multiple devices that are in your house. Because the phonetics are different, the phrasing's different, but this is over a period of time. We're not talking like this is isolated, like
Right?
a week here and not here and not here. We're talking about over a period of time.
Right? Yeah, I don't know.
And again, you have to understand that, and I know you do, you're a tech savvy person, okay? The phone's collected GPS data,
Right?
okay?
Yeah.
You probably know pictures are embedded with GPS as well.
Yes.
And if I was doing that, I wouldn't not have a VPN blockers and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm telling you right now that it's connected to that house that you lived at with your dad.
Right?
Not in Vegas with Dirk.
Right.
And you just said Dirk wasn't there.
I mean, Dirk's been to my dad's house. He hasn't stayed in my house.
He's been there, right?
Right. He lived next door for
Okay, but again,
years prior to that.
conversations that last over days, not just like, oh, let me.
Right.
And I mean, I'm telling you, if I had a buddy come over to my house and I said, here's my phone, and he's
Yeah.
on it for, I mean, these are hour-long conversations.
Right.
Kegan.
Okay, but if you're on drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying we used to take a lot of drugs together.
What type of drugs?
I mean, hard drugs where
Like what?
you're going to pass out. PCP, LSD, a lot, you know. Or
So you
mushrooms.
I mean, you've done it. You did that all the time or sometimes?
I mean, a lot, yeah.
Are you still, when's the last time you used?
Forever. I mean, I haven't, like, hard drugs, I mean.
Any drug?
I mean, I smoke marijuana.
Still?
Other than that, yeah. But other than that, nothing.
Is there any narcotics or drugs in the house at all?
No.
Or in the apartment?
No. There's a bong. There's a bong, though.
Again, I mean, you're really going to have to do some more convincing that a friend who randomly comes over and you guys get high together is taking your phone.
No, I totally get where you're coming from.
I don't think you do.
I totally do. Like that.
Because I'm telling you right now.
Honestly, sounds really stupid. I get what you're saying.
You know, you're a bright guy, dude. There's no doubt. I would say most of the time you're probably the smartest guy in the room.
Wait, what? What? There's 2 other iPhones. They're both white. Whose are those?
Where at?
In the apartment.
There's no other. Oh, actually, she does have another phone. Yeah, she does have 2 phones.
Why does she have 2 phones?
She needed to get her service switched over through Boost Mobile, and she just never did. I bought her that new phone, and she just never did.
How did you buy her a phone? You're not working.
Well, I mean, I make money through, you know, all you need to do is one job. I mean, I can make $1,000 easily.
You said you charged $200.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just for a menu, you know? But I mean, if I make a website, I can do the work for people, make videos, all kinds of stuff for them.
Well, and again, I don't see it. And I'm telling you right now that on each and every one of these devices that have your names on them, they're not once time a friend comes over and uses it, or just because a guy lives next door, he comes and uses it.
Right.
Where does Dirk live now, man?
In Vegas somewhere, I'm guessing.
You ever talk to him or what?
No, we had like a fallout. So
Over what?
money, pretty much. Him trying to take all the money that we had.
To do what with? What was he going to do?
I don't know. Probably creating a nest egg. Probably move. I don't know.
You still hang around from when you left?
Yeah, yeah.
You ever?
No, he was a really good dad, really.
And how old was he?
He was close to 30, probably 29.
29
So he's probably 31 or so now.
right now. So we can come back to the iPhone. There's a lot there. But I need you to understand that the stuff on the devices that we have, again, is I mean, we're clear that it's not your friend who's occasionally coming over. We'll go back. We'll go to the Apple iPhone 3. This phone was named Kegan, and it is your nickname. You would have been 20 at the time. So again,
iPhone 3?
mm-hmm.
There's no way I would have been 20 at that time.
How old were you in?
I mean, I had that phone when I was in high school.
Yeah. How old are you now?
I'm 26.
So 5 years ago
No,
would have been what?
there's no way.
I'm telling you right now that the last time this device was used was 5 years ago.
It was used up until 2015.
Yeah. So,
Well, you can say what you want, but that's not the truth. And
well, I'm here. Okay. And again, this is why it's so important.
yeah,
I'm going off a device
right. That
has no reason.
that can be
Listen to me.
at all times.
No.
Yes, it can.
Listen to me. I'm going off a device that has no reason to lie to me. Okay. It goes into your phone.
You're talking to someone that has no reason to lie to you.
Kegan, you lied to the investigators 3 years ago. You're lying.
Okay, well then why would it take 3 years for them to come and get me? What do you mean?
Because you don't understand.
Does that make any sense?
Like, he told you how big this investigation is. I mean, this is
Well,
a lot of CP.
oh my, okay, I have no, all right, whatever. I need a lawyer.
Okay.
Because I have no clue this is ridiculous. Because I did not have any images or any videos of children at all. I'm telling you that right freaking now. There's no way. If I shared a Dropbox, you know how Dropbox works, obviously. You're a smart guy. But if someone sends it to me, the sender
Are you going to,
have some,
are we going to clear this up, or,
what do you mean?
because if you're going to keep talking,
Yeah, lawyer, yeah.
you don't want to clear any of this up.
No, if you're telling me all this, no, I do not. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You might need to hear it.
I really don't, because I've heard enough of this bullshit. So I don't need to hear any of it.
And you understand the charges that you're going to jail with right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're giving you a lifeline here.
I'm trying. Yeah, but when you guys are sitting here telling me that I'm lying to you, and I'm not.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
I have no reason to lie to you. That's what I have no reason to lie to you. If you watch the videos.
Ooh, a little bit up further.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You can let us go through it all and explain it to you, so at least you understand you have that opportunity. Are you? Nothing else, we go through it, and if nothing else, we go through it and you can listen.
Because I'm telling you right now, just the level 4 child exploitations, just those stacked together, just those counts are 45 years in Indiana.
Right.
That's not counting. There's 30 counts total.
Right.
So do you want to go through this and get charged with and take all of this? Because you're getting charged with this. All of this is being put on you. And if you don't want to hear everything that
So I can sit in silence and not say anything?
if you want to keep talking to us, yeah.
Okay.
You want to keep talking to us?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Again, I have no reason to lie to you.
I understand. I'm sorry for
But
acting the way I do, but I mean, that's
If I didn't do something,
right.
then that's what.
Right.
So we expect that, but you got to understand we need an answer for this, right? Because it's either it's all you or it's you and someone else,
Right.
and really, that's like I said,
They told me that the last time I was here too
I wasn't here last time.
about
I don't.
killing 2 girls. That's what they said to me. They tried to say that I failed a polygraph and that I did it, me or my dad. So do you understand how I kind of have like a kind of presence where like, wow, these guys are bullshit artists? You get where I'm coming from?
right, and I get, and I just want to be clear. You do not want a lawyer at this time. You're still willing to talk to us?
Yeah.
Okay, but you have to understand from our point of view that we are going off the data of multiple devices, okay? And we do need to get this because right now you are taking the heat and everything is being placed on you, okay? So that's why this is important to go through this. Now, at any point that you want to be honest and say, look, guys, this was not on me, and I know it wasn't on me because of this.
I just did. Leader, but I can't. I don't know who it is, but I'm telling you, I did not. Any children at all.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go through it then, okay?
All right.
So like this is still the iPhone 4, okay? Still the Emily Ann 45. Conversation now. This happened on April 30th, 2016. Emily Ann is talking to, and Emily says, I just checked my Kick messages. Haha. My little cousin must have accidentally sent me a video of her. Oh my God. Emily Ann sends a picture and says, she's super young though, emoji, sad face. She didn't mean to send it to me. What's your deal? And then finally says, hey, I don't have good service for it to load. Okay. And it kind of seems because said she didn't like that Emily Ann called another girl hot. And then Emily Ann says, she's my cousin, question mark. And then it ends. Another one that comes up on the iPhone, another Kick one. This September 7th, 2016, with a 13-year-old girl, Emily Ann 45. Hey, yo, Emily Ann, what's up? My dad asked your age limit. He said you're gorgeous. He asked if it's wrong to like little girls like you. It's okay. Emoji, laugh face, Emily Ann 45.
That has to be Dirk. I'm telling you right now, that has to be Dirk.
Did dad live with you
1,000%.
guys?
His dad lived in Peru with him. Yeah. I mean, 1,000%. I never said any of that.
But not with you guys though.
No. Yeah.
Emily Ann, hey, it's Adam. You're so cute, princess. Thanks. Emily Ann, were you naked in that? Yep. Emily Ann, show more. Sends another one. Emily Ann says, the smiley winky face. Emily Ann says, you're 12, right? Says 13. Emily Ann says, so hot, with another winky face. Back down in the chat, Emily Ann 45 says, can I see your... Emily Ann says, is it bad? So gross. Another wink face. And this is the part where it doesn't make sense to me, because the time you said, but Emily Ann said, and of course, Emily Ann 45. What on earth? Sure. Emily Ann 45. How young would you go? I don't know. Emily Ann, tell me. 7. Emily Ann, so hot, winky face. So, I mean, the age doesn't add up, but I mean, was this in, and again, we're clear on the, you said you had images of 14, 15, something like that.
Right.
Was that something that you and Dirk shared? Was that you guys shared CP together?
No, never. We never talked about anything like that.
So when you were talking to these girls that were 14, 15, I mean, where would you be at the house? In the house?
What do you mean, like?
Like, I mean, would you be in the bedroom or?
Yeah, my bedroom.
Okay, and you guys said you lived in an apartment. So, and I'm assuming with the rent, with everything, it wouldn't be a big apartment just because how expensive things are. What would Dirk be doing?
When? What do you mean, like when we lived in Vegas?
Or whenever.
I don't know. I didn't really.
Oh, even, I mean, because again, I guess I really like to focus on, because all of these chats and that, and the phone is coming up to that. I think it's 67. That's where you live at.
Right.
All the GPS data is coming up to that house. So I guess we really take away Vegas from that. But so when Dirk would come over and you guys would hang out, where would you guys hang out?
In the living room and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you tell me every time he came over and you guys got high and he took your phone and was on it.
No, what I'm saying is I don't ever remember him having my phone. If I'm passed out, you know what I mean? I don't know what someone else has done.
This one's a Apple iPhone. Again, it's a 4. This is May 14th, 2016. Emily Ann, 45. My dad asked your age. Said 16. Emily Ann said, he said, there's no way. Okay. Emily Ann, he said, send a pic of you, and no response. Another one, this one would have been in 16 again too. My dad asked how often you have sex, which was Emily Ann saying that. Said, I'm a virgin. Emily Ann said, my dad asked, said, yeah, I think, why? Emily Ann said, he asked if an older man took you to the bathroom. Would you? Said no. Said, oh, probably not. Emily Ann said, oh. Emily Ann said, he asked if a 40-year-old met you over, could he look at your, said no. What does your dad look like? Emily Ann sends a picture. Emily Ann said, well, I'm sorry. And how old? Emily Ann said, 42. What about you? Said 16. He said, oh. Said, yeah. Emily Ann said, he asked if you'd ever hook up with a 42-year-old. Said, yes. Emily Ann said, he's almost 43, though. He asked if you... and then it gets down to Emily Ann asks for Skype. She gives it to him. Emily Ann said, he asked if you... he's not waiting all day. He said, hurry before he says ready. And then on the phone, there's a Skype conversation that took place. So
through what Skype account?
I'd have to look at that one. But what I'm trying to say is, I mean, that would mean that if that was Dirk, what?
Right.
He'd be masturbating in your house.
Right.
On Skype. And I think you,
right,
or your dad would,
right,
probably notice that.
yeah.
So is this one that you'd probably talk to because she was
No, I
16?
I never Skyped anyone.
So what'd you use?
I mean, Skype in high school and stuff, but never.
Can we take a break for just a second?
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
I was just about to say the same thing.
I know people
What's
were
up,
confused.
guys?
That's why I made the banner.
Confused
Sorry I didn't
about
ask your
what?
permission
Oh,
first.
we are reading Delphi.
What we were reading.
Oh, okay. Do I have it in the title though, right? But no, thanks.
Yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
good. You're right. Anyway,
Those are like the worst parts. Some of them, you know,
yeah.
what he
So
was
how's it-
texting.
Wait, say that again, Autumn. What?
What he was texting in that kick, or whoever was texting in that kick messenger. Everyone thinks they have. Yeah, I
Whoa.
think some people thought that this was like your interrogation of some sort.
Wait, why? Like, how did that's so. Wait, really?
Well, look at.
But why would I
I
be
think there was
doing
just a little
that?
bit of some confusion.
Oh,
I can't watch the chat at all when I'm keeping up on what page I'm on my phone with the transcript. So that's when I noticed what I was.
okay. Yeah, I have to just because I'm scrolling the transcript, so I can't look at chat at
Yeah.
all because I have to scroll down because we're all reading from it. So anyway, yeah, a little intermission. So how's everybody doing though? Is everybody following? It's pretty, yeah, it's man, pretty crazy. Julia.
They were yelling for
I
you to
am.
stop and get a lawyer.
I looked over one time and I saw one comment,
That's
crime and consequences,
sweet.
saying something like, don't
That's
talk, get a
nice.
lawyer. It was funny.
Thanks, Ashley.
Mm,
Good looking out.
I hope. I no way. Lil B.
Oh yeah, and I saw
Mama.
Mystery Maverick asking about if you came out like officially because of you announcing your girlfriend, and then I started getting distracted by that. But
I
yeah.
don't know what officially mean. Like, what do you, huh? Anyway, Ashley, BPD, like officially. Hey, Kayla, potheads.
I'm gonna mute this.
So, how many of you guys put a 1 in chat if you guys already have read this before? No. Yeah, put a 1 and put a 2 if this is the first time you guys are hearing it. I'm just curious. Is there a lot of people that is this the first time you guys have read it or heard it? Wait, I forget how I worded it. Wait, I said put a 1 in chat if what? Hold on. If you guys already read it, yeah, and put a 2 if you haven't. So 1 if you've already have, 2 if haven't. I'm just curious. Okay, so so there's a lot of people that haven't read these yet. Okay, so what do you guys think so far? We haven't even really got into the Delphi part is coming up where he starts asking him about Delphi. That actually, let me see what page we're on. Hold on. Yeah, that's coming up probably at like 50 pages actually, because it's like in the hundreds when that part comes up. Okay, so a lot of you guys haven't. Okay. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Janelle. She Builder. Whoa. I gotta get my other bottle of water. Anyway. Oh, thanks, Stacy. Oh, yay. I'm rooting for us too. Yes. I am. I agree.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry, I was like
You're okay.
getting like sweaty and like sick. I need to step away.
No, I know it gets pretty intense.
I'm glad it's over. It's different when you're I mean, it's still gross no matter what, but when you're reading it, it's a little bit different than saying it out loud. It's gross.
I know. All right, you're doing a good job though. So
I think you guys are doing great. For it to have made me feel sick, I would say that you're doing a good job. Just
That's what I was telling her. That was like some of the worst parts. Oh,
yeah, I literally I was like in the bathroom and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's like that's no more of those big,
right.
So all right. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen a different way because hold on 1 second.
Are we at the top of 72?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Hold on.
Thanks, 2 Dog Night.
What's everybody doing 2s for?
Oh, if they haven't read it yet. I said put a 1 if you already read it and a 2 if you haven't. So the 2s are people that's never even read it yet.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm yeah. So what are you guys thinking about it so far? It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly twos.
I think that it's difficult, really. I mean, I think normal people know that it's wrong and that like it's gross. But to really, I think it is important to, so like if we're sick over this, like imagine what people are being put through, you know. It's really,
Yeah.
it pulls your head out of the sand, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Like, I thought he was just stupid the first time we
Yeah.
read this,
Mhm.
but I think he minimizes a lot.
I
Yeah.
think that it's probably likely, and this is just my 2 cents on things that I've noticed in my week and a half of digging into this, like 24 hours a day. I think it's like when you grow up one way and you don't. It's like if you, for instance, if you grow up listening to your dad scream at your mother, then when you
Conditioned.
scream at your wife, you're not going to think that it's that big of a deal. So you won't understand why she's so upset. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's your opinion of things kind of shifts. And if I feel like you'd had to have been exposed to this to think this is not like, I would be vomiting if they were reading me these. I don't know
Oh
how
my
they
gosh,
kept.
right?
Yeah, like the fact that they were able to keep them. So I can't imagine having to have been the one to go through them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I almost lost it when I had to say I thought he was probably likely the most smart guy in the room all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely makes me think. But now you understand why I say that, like how I said I couldn't get past the idea that it kind of sounded like some of the times he really didn't know what he was talking about, and the other times you could tell it was like
Right, for sure.
I think when he jumps
Agreed.
in and like cuts them off to, he's like, that's, never, like, I think that's, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. Huh. All right.
Autumn, I'm so glad Autumn's here because she, yeah, the going back, and then I like play off of whatever it is that how she says it. I think it's funny when she says, come on, man. Come on, man.
It's like I'm his buddy. Puke.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what they do a lot. Yeah.
Are we
Okay.
making pretty good timing?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been.
We're
on
on
like
page
an hour late.
72. Yeah.
I think we're doing good. Yeah. Are you guys feeling still like energized and stuff?
I
my
am.
God.
Is everybody
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
interested? Like,
Yeah, I actually am. Are you
A hardcore gamer throwing things? Oh, Saints comment. I'm sorry. I just thought of like those gamers that freak out and like break their controller. Never mind.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good. You ready? Let's do this.
Yeah. Wait, where are we at? So we are
top of 72.
Okay.
I'm coming on camera. I have to
Okay.
put my hair
So
up.
you said I never Skyped anyone. So I say, so what do you use?
But you know what? Do you have notes on this, Sleuthie? Because I would like to know which parts. Because I'm just curious, like which part. Maybe in a future video.
I do have notes, not written on this, but I do have separate notes I could send you.
Like, which parts do you think he's playing dumb, and which parts do you think he really is clueless? I'd like to get your input on it sometime. Okay.
And great job highlighting all of these, Sleuthie.
You're
Dang,
welcome.
That must have taken forever.
It took more time to. Zav will tell you, I literally like went to town to try to send it. When I finally sent it, I was able to get it on like Google Drive, I guess. And I was like, if that doesn't go through, I'm gonna throw up, because I was like, it's like the day before, and I was so frustrated I couldn't get it to do any, because it's 200 pages.
Yeah, that's what's helped me like not lose my place is having the blue highlighted on my phone.
Oh, you're actually reading it from your phone, Autumn?
I'm using that to know exactly where I am when I'm not reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured if we all had like a different highlighted one, then you would see if you didn't have a part coming up for a little while.
That's
give you,
exactly,
of course,
yep.
But Zav is like on the whole time, so.
Teresa, what's up? Nice to see you, girl. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, good refresher.
Oh, Stacy, Soul for Music is here too. Okay, let's do this. Now we can start.
Oh, she gave me a membership. the other day.
Yeah, yes. Awesome.
And I was like,
Casey's the best.
she was like, now you don't have to worry about because I always bitch about the slow mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Do I
wait
need
a second.
Yeah.
I was like, are you telling me
It's odd. It's that
that
in
they've been
itself
skipping it? I
is
was
a
like, they've been
huge.
skipping it this whole time? And they were like, yeah. I said, well, I would have like become a member just simply for that. That's worth it to me. I
Yeah,
can't
it's
stand slow mode.
huge.
I know I can't stand it.
Do I
either.
need
If
to
you
put it
wanna-
in slow motion, guys, or no? Are we good?
We're
I
not
know it
really
sucks.
looking.
It's been okay.
Has it been okay for people in chat? It's in chat then. Okay. Just let me know. All right, let's do it then. So we're gonna start with this right here.
Yeah, so just before that, he says he never Skyped anyone.
Okay.
So I say, so what'd you use?
I mean Skype in high school and stuff, but never.
But
Why would I video chat with someone if you know what I mean? I'm obviously not that person.
You could just keep her on dark.
yeah.
So you can't see anything, right? Which is very common with cases like this, is like they'll say they're in a dark room or camera's not working where they can see the other user and they can't see them. It's a pretty common practice with
And
this type of cases.
what I'm trying to wrap my head around, I mean, you made the Emily Ann account,
Right.
okay, and you talk to girls with it.
Right.
So some of these have to be you, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I definitely talk to girls on there. Yeah, I'm not denying that at all.
And this one, another one, 2016 from Emily Ann, and both say hey. Emily Ann says, how old is your sis? Says 4. Emily Ann says, picture question mark. Sends a picture. Says her booty LOL. And Emily Ann responds, damn, with a winky face. And any more? Another one on the iPhone. Emily Ann and Emily Ann says, just wondering, you're still 12? Says 13 turning 14. Emily Ann says, I'm saving mine for marriage, like girl sex. Emily Ann says, yes, like best friend sex. And then down towards the bottom, Emily Ann says, is it my best friend? Says, I don't know. And again, these are a couple days that the chats have taken place. So that the previous was Monday. This was another day, the next day, or I'm sorry, a couple days later. Emily Ann says, this video of you makes me come every time. Emily Ann is so hot. A couple days into the next month later, Emily Ann contacts again. Want to rub each other. She says no. Emily Ann, a couple months later, contacts her again and says, now I'm to the point. I look at the old video 2 times a day and use my marker. We were able to find that video. It's of that girl.
What?
The video of the girl.
No, use what?
A marker.
Her marker. Use my marker.
It's with a marker.
And we found that video. And then we also found this video of this girl. And then another month later in August, Emily Ann says, my dad asked if you still shave a lot. Says yes. The next day, Emily Ann said, he asked if you'd still ride him. A couple days later, Emily Ann said, he asked if he could taste your panties. Said, I don't know. And then again, the next month, Emily Ann contacts again and says, my dad keeps asking about your butt, and then stops the conversation there. So we have these and these here. Again, I already went over the Dropbox stuff. March 28th, 2016 to May 4th, 2016. Emily Ann communicates with, this is March 16th. They contact Emily Ann next month. Emily Ann asks for videos. A couple days later, Emily Ann and exchange Dropbox links. And again, the Dropbox links were linked back to yours as well. Let's go back to Snapchat, which everyone thinks that deletes stuff, but stuff does get recovered. November 16, we have a chats here. You're so hot, says I'm 15. Your response is, I know, show daddy your body. And then these ones were the really bad ones. These are videos that were on your phone. The duration of the one video is 45 seconds, and it was an African-American female. She was about 4 to 7, wearing a white tank top with no pants. She's on her hands and knees facing away from the camera. She's holding that was turned on. There was an unidentified male taking a video of the child, and that he was rubbing his. Another one video was 1 minute and 54 seconds long. Caucasian female, 3 to 5 years old, laying.
Can I not hear this?
I mean, this is on your phone. Again, this is on your phone. What you're being charged with. I
understand, but I mean, I don't want to hear that.
You don't want to hear? I mean,
I
again, this is what you're charged with.
I understand, but I mean, I'd rather not hear about that. You know what I mean?
What about it? What is it about that specifically that you?
I mean, you keep talking about these little kids and stuff. I don't want to hear that stuff.
But I need you to make sure you understand that this was on your the phone.
I get from the first, pages what you're.
Okay.
Just rather not hear any of that stuff.
We'll jump to another iPhone. Again, this is the iPhone 3. iPhone name is Kegan. Last utilized in 2015. It did have a passcode on it. It had your email addresses and account information on it. Just from the web history, that was again searched for the life of the device. Beautiful young teens, cute young teens on webcam, high school, bang, hot young teens, really young girls, virgin, teen for drugs, young teen, underage girls.
Thanks for redacting this because it'd be,
yeah. And even this is still like, I mean, and we could skip
even
it,
worse.
but so everybody can see like that was for the life of the device. That's the stuff he was looking at. It's gross. Again, we jumped to the Samsung Galaxy S5, which was the one that you found in Vegas in that
rental car.
Yeah, rental car. And just in that little time you had the phone, I mean, which was 2 days, I think you had the phone, somewhere like that, or a couple days, however long you were. Yeah, a couple of days. The web history that was recovered on there.
I didn't even use that phone.
Well, you had factory reset it.
Right.
Once you had it, and then the timestamps from that after the factory reset, which again has your was named Kline Photography and had all your email accounts on it, including the Emily Ann and the Kegan Kline at Hotmail. The web searches were preteen, little preteen body, girl touched while asleep, preteen on video, little girl, young little teens. There was CP on there as well. One image, it was a collage of images, and it was Caucasian female, 7 to 10 years old, performing on an unidentified nude male. And there was bestiality on there as well, which I know you had said that was like kind of the weirdest thing you had looked up at one point. Was
I don't even remember doing that.
With I know in your polygraph you had mentioned the weirdest that you had looked up was with animals. So that was on there as well. And then the Samsung Galaxy S4, which was last utilized in 2015. And that one had your Kegan Kline Skype, Tony Kline Skype, Kegan Kline at Hotmail, Tony Kline at Gmail, Kegan Kline at Gmail, Tony Kline 765 at Gmail, Emily Ann, and just those internet web searches, 12-year-old body, 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 13-year-old Snapchat, 14-year-old, 14-year-old,
That's all you.
Kegan Kline, little, teen, photos of Sandy Hook bodies, preteen, underage.
Why is the Sandy Hook in there?
It's in your searches.
Search history.
Yeah, but that's not.
Next book, Premium Tablets, was in 2016. Shut the door. Thank you. At Hotmail, Tony Kline, Skype, Kegan Kline, Snapchat, Emily Ann. It had CP on it as well. 13 to 15-year-old Caucasian female, not wearing a shirt, exposing her. The Apple iPod Touch, 2015, last utilized and was secure with a PIN code. Had your Kegan Kline hotmail.com. Kegan Kline username, search history recorded, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 16-year-old. Actually, a search of Kegan Kline. Little girl, 14-year-old, young little girl takes.
And the time's off on that too? I never used that in 2015 at all either.
Then the Apple iPhone 5C was the one that you had. That was your main device. It was named Kegan's phone. This was the one that you turned into the state police after the search warrant was served. And the name's on there, Kegan Kline at Hotmail, Kegan Kline 45 at iCloud, Emily Ann, Jerry Kline, Kegan Kline, and we had some search history recovered in their teens, preteens. Shut the door, please. I mean, what I need you to understand and where the obstruction comes in of justice too on your charges here is that device shows everything you did, okay?
All right.
So when you were done with the polygraph and you went home, you were done with the polygraph at 7:30, okay? Went back home at 9:19. You found the phone, right?
Right.
You found they had left the phone, right?
Yeah.
Where'd you find it?
It was in the kitchen somewhere.
Okay, so.
Yeah, it was like on top of the microwave, I think.
Okay, so you found on top of the microwave.
Yeah.
Then what'd you do?
What do you mean?
What'd you do after you found your phone?
I think pretty sure I had my dad call the State Department, or maybe I did. I can't remember.
Okay, when did you think he did that?
I think it was the next day, maybe. Or, yeah, I think it was the next day.
So why wouldn't you call right away and say, hey?
I don't even think I found it that night. I'm not sure.
You just said you got home and you found it on the microwave.
Well, I'm saying that's where I found it, not right when I got home. I can't remember.
Okay.
If it was that night or the next day.
Well, I'm going to tell you that after your polygraph, when you got home, you found the phone on the microwave. Like you said, I think that was the most honest statement you made right here today, was that what you just said. You went home, you found the phone on your microwave, and it was 9:19. You uninstalled Snapchat, and you deleted it from the phone. And then right after that, you uninstalled Instagram and deleted it from the phone. And then the next day on the 26th, you uninstalled and deleted Meet Me from the phone.
Right.
And then you installed Snapchat again, checked to make sure it got deleted. Everything got deleted, and then you deleted and uninstalled it again. And then it wasn't till 2 days later you called the state police and said, oh, hey, by the way.
Well, I wasn't making sure it was deleted. I deleted the accounts.
So
I deleted the Meet Me. I deleted all those accounts.
So why'd you delete that?
Because like you said, it was the most real wake-up call I ever had in my life. So, I mean, went home and deleted it. I deleted the Meet Me, everything.
Okay, and
when you also knew the contents of everything on there would be removed as well?
What? I guess, yeah. I mean, I didn't know that, but
But you said it was the biggest wake-up call, so obviously.
yeah, I'm meaning like, hey, I need to
Stop.
really change my freaking life here.
Stop talking to girls
Yeah,
underage,
exactly.
which you admitted to talking
Yeah,
to girls underage on
yeah,
Snapchat and Instagram
right.
and all the others. So
That was my way of like
getting rid,
getting rid of all those accounts and stuff.
right, before you turned it into law enforcement.
No, not really, because honestly,
You really, honestly, that's what happened. I'm telling you.
no, it was what I did it. And then I thought about it and I was like, if they know I have another phone, that's going to look really bad on me.
Right. So the second honest thing you said today, absolutely, I completely agree with you. And I think when you came home, you saw it and you're like, man, I mean, this is my phone. I was talking to underage girls on Snapchat, Instagram.
Right?
I need to delete this stuff. And you did.
Yeah.
And then you realized that law enforcement obviously would want it. So,
Yeah.
okay. So what I'm trying,
Well, not even that law enforcement would want it. Just that they missed it. You know what I mean? I didn't want them to think like I'm trying to hide stuff from them or something.
by deleting the stuff before you gave it in, turned it in.
Well, I mean, I deleted the account, so yeah, I guess it did delete the stuff, but that wasn't my point.
So again, I mean, we really have to go back over. I mean, I just read you and I think you made me stop reading stuff, but you're responsible for this content.
Right.
You want another water?
No, I'm fine.
You sure? You're responsible for this content. That's on every one of your phones.
I'm in possession.
Okay. They're secured with a passcode and named, labeled your phones, right?
Right.
Okay. If I give like I said, if I give my phone to him and he's looking at this stuff, and
Right.
I mean, one of them was Google search history. So even if you were to get your phone back and Google something that pops up,
Right.
you have to know these things are
Yeah.
on your phone. Okay.
Right.
So you did
What?
know that the CP was on your phone.
No, I mean, like the girls that I would talk to, 13 to whatever, yeah. I would talk to them, but yeah, none of the little kid stuff or any of the Dropbox or no. I had no clue if any of that was on my phone. And I have no knowledge of ever sending like Dropbox to anybody.
So we have to understand, because I'm telling you right now, a friend that comes over occasionally
Right?
and didn't live with you is.
I mean, he lived right next to my dad for.
So why didn't you tell this to investigators when they talked to you originally?
Because none of this was brought up.
Because
They didn't tell me. You know what I mean? I had no clue there was little kid stuff on there. Me and the lady talked about it and I told her, yeah, I had a problem. And she, we talked about everything.
but when you said,
I had no clue there was kid stuff on there. No.
you mean,
And why would I give the cop my phone if there was stuff on there like that I knew was on there?
you said it yourself. I mean, you just sat here and said if I didn't, they would know
Yeah.
that they missed it and come back for it.
Well, yeah.
You said,
Knew I had a phone that would look really weird on me.
right?
Like,
Look bad on you.
phone.
Yeah. So that's exactly. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you just said you give him that because it looked bad on you, right?
Yeah. So, I mean,
Right.
like, why would I give him my phone knowing that, though? It'd be like, hi, okay, come and get me then.
Well, again, you
You know what I mean?
deleted before you gave it to law enforcement. You deleted your avenues that you talked to the girls with.
Yeah. Like,
So you're covering yourself, right? Exactly. So
it's like that lady said, stop right now and delete everything. Just,
she did not. Kegan, she did not
well, maybe not like
tell you delete
that.
everything.
Maybe.
She did not.
She didn't say delete what she said was like, you do have a problem and you need to stop right now.
And I'm telling you,
And
your exact same words were, yes, I do, and I'm so fucked.
yeah, because she's telling me I just killed 2 people and I failed my polygraph.
That wasn't even what we were talking about. This is way before that.
Okay, well, this is years ago. I don't remember everything. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't.
I never got to see
I.
videos of myself, so I don't remember every.
That's what I needed to explain, because I'm telling you, when the prosecutor goes through all this,
Right?
it's not going to fly that a guy that lived by you was accessing your phone, was accessing your account information, knew your passwords. These conversations were days and
Right.
hours
I see what you're saying.
in length.
Right?
Days and hours. That would be someone living in the home that was using the device and communicating with these girls and communicating with these people that were trading CP. And again, it's not just a random occurrence. We're talking years, we're talking months of the same person, we're talking days, we're talking hours. So this is.
I get what you're saying, but I
So who else?
admit that that's what I'm saying. Dirk was the only person around that.
But we've already ruled him out, because again, let's go back to what I just said.
I really wouldn't rule him out. How is that ruling someone out? He lived next to me. GPS coordinates. You know what I mean? Like, he's literally right next to me.
So you gave him your phone that he could.
Well, I'm saying, like, he's used my phone before. I'm not saying, like, I'm like, hey,
for days and months
use my phone
at a time.
No.
Right. So again,
but I mean, like,
we can rule.
I said,
listen to me. We can rule him out because again, this is days and a month at a time.
Okay.
And hours at a time. So it can't be him. I mean,
multiple devices, not just one.
Yeah.
It would be one thing if it was like one time.
Yeah, absolutely. And
how is it across multiple devices if I have them all connected?
Well, I mean, Apple iPhone.
So one thing happens and it goes on the devices?
Yeah, the Apple. I mean, you had the 3 before you had the 4.
Right.
Right. And then the conversation that.
So when I get another phone, I download everything that was on the past phone onto my new phone.
But the timestamps are completely different. The images timestamps are different.
I understand.
Right. So, and I don't want, I mean, I don't want to question your relationship or anything, but I mean, is this something that you and your dad share?
No. No, not really.
Because I mean, you had mentioned in your interview that you guys had looked at going to the bunny ranch and when you guys were in Vegas.
Well, that's prostitutes. That's totally different.
Yeah, but I mean, together, you know, I mean, have you ever, I mean, let me just throw this scenario at you. So you're sitting there and you're talking to these, that you physically sitting there, not Dirk or anybody else.
Right.
And you're talking to an 18-year-old that you're talking to.
Right.
And she sends you a nude. And you're like, Dad, check this out.
No, I've never done that before.
Why? I mean, why wouldn't you?
That's my dad. That's weird. Why would I show?
So you go to the brothel.
I'm not like, hey, here's a personal picture of a girl that I know naked. Here you go.
Well, let's just say a girl you didn't know. I mean, you.
No,
I mean, you.
Never really done that.
Well, you go to the bunny ranch.
Right.
With your dad.
Well, I'm not watching my dad with someone. What do you mean? That's like a professional place.
But I'm saying that's completely different than just saying like, wow, check her out. She's pretty hot.
Yeah, no, I've never done that. No.
What about with Dirk?
Yeah, of course.
So your friends, I mean, just your dad, just have that.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I wouldn't do that with my dad. No, not.
I guess I just
weird.
don't understand the like that.
I mean, would you show your dad a naked picture of a girl?
Well, I mean, like, if we were, I don't really know my dad, but if, yeah. I mean, if we were sitting there like that and it's a hot girl, I'd be like, hey, check this out. You know what I mean? And especially we went to strip clubs together.
She was a model or something, maybe, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Yeah. I see what
right
you're saying now.
Right. I mean, and you guys, are going to strip clubs together. I mean, it's not like you're watching a topless girl dance right there, right here, and then you tell your dad, well, hey,
Right.
watch her because we can't watch each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? So it's not out of the norm for something like that to happen.
Yeah, but nah, I don't know. We never really had that. I don't know.
So why would some of his account information that be on the same phones?
Wait, can you hold on 1 second? Hold on. My
Yes.
mom's calling me. Just give me 1 minute.
I'm looking at some of the comments. Someone said, what a time to stop. His info is on the phone. I thought the same thing. The explanation is, when you hear the explanation, it's not really gonna, you're gonna be like,
Oh my God, this is so tiring.
I think it's just because it's like emotionally,
Yeah, like up,
it's
down.
emotional. Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially, like, I could see how this would work, like, on a person. Like, because if you notice, and I guess I don't, because I read slower in my head, like, you don't notice how they'll be talking about one thing and then, like, switch right back to something else until we're actually doing it.
David, is he joking?
Huh?
My mom's always calling me when I'm being interrogated.
Yeah.
But
She probably
yeah,
heard her.
and they like in some stuff though, they move rapidly, but then other stuff they like pound and pound. You know what I mean? And just break the person down.
Like, I thought we skipped a page at one point because, like, we were talking about something, and then, like, the next line was like, so this says.
Right.
Yeah. Good. This is. Sleuthie, you have the hardest part to read.
Did you tell your mom what you were going to be doing? I thought maybe for a second she like heard you. I was like, what?
No, she brought me up something to eat. She stopped somewhere, so she was calling my name, and I had to answer because she would have probably kept calling. So then she brought it up. But anyway, okay.
So I saw a couple of people ask like when this was. This was from August 2020 when he like got arrested finally after 3 years.
So yeah, August. Okay, thanks for putting that up. Wonder if I could
A
put
couple
that.
crimes have consequences, she said. No, I wondered if her mom was listening. Mom listened to it, got confused too. I thought the same thing.
Oh my God.
All right.
All right. So hold on 1 second. Let me.
I said, I know we were at. Oh, I said, so why some of his account information that be on the same phones? And people must be listening and hooked because someone said, what a time to stop. What do you mean his stuff was on the phone?
Wait, where are we at? Wait, what line? Now I forget.
Are you on page 92?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 92. Yep.
Line
7 right here? Oh,
17.
Okay. All right.
So why would some of his account information then be on the same phones?
Because Chrysler. I have to do his Upwork and stuff like that. There's a bunch of stuff that he had to fill out for Chrysler and stuff he's not good with.
Or
nothing.
His Skype login and stuff on the phone to do that?
Yeah, I don't know what that Skype login. I'm not sure that could be like maybe he used it to, I don't know, maybe he talked to my cousin on there or something. I'm not sure.
Okay, so Dad did have access to your phones and used them.
No, I mean like
you just said that.
Here's my phone. It's not like he would be like take my phone and never use it.
Right.
Right.
So similar to what you would do with Dirk, you'd say here.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, that,
Yeah. I mean,
okay, well, not just anyone. You said pretty much Dirk.
well, I mean,
Dirk was the only person.
my phone to use it. I mean, you need to call someone. I would give them my phone. I mean,
I can see that happening, but I mean, I'm talking like hours at a time. Or
no.
so Dirk and Dad were the only people that were allowed to do that.
No, my dad wouldn't even be allowed to do that. I wouldn't let my dad have my phone for long periods of time or nothing like that.
Kegan, you are completely, I mean,
I have to do my dad's work on his computer or on on his thing, you know what I mean? Like, you have my email, you can search uplink on Kegan Kline Hotmail right now and you'll see all that. It's Chrysler stuff.
But help
My dad.
me understand this. I don't understand this. So you will give a friend complete 110% access to your phone and your accounts?
No,
And
I never said that.
listen, because you just did.
I really didn't.
You said that Dirk could use your phone for however long he wanted,
Well, he's on
which,
the phone with someone or something.
so just listen to me. So you're not letting me finish, okay?
Well, okay.
I'm trying to understand this and it makes no sense to me. I need you to help me understand this because I don't. I'm going to be honest with you. It makes no sense.
Okay.
Okay. So Dirk knows your password. Did Dad know your passcode?
No.
Okay. Because again, this doesn't make sense to me. So a friend that you have, you'll give him your passcode, which contains, I mean, full access to your phone.
Right.
It contains all your messaging. It can contain banking information. It contain Amazon. That would be the biggest one I'd be worried about. Be like, someone's going to use up my Amazon and my cards on there, everything like that. So you let a friend do all that when you won't let your dad, who you don't even let him.
I let Dirk use my phone for Amazon.
How do you know you're high on drugs, you say?
Well, exactly. So I don't know what he's doing on my phone.
So why would you give him access to your phone?
I mean, I don't know how.
See how that makes no sense, that you wouldn't let.
No, not really. I mean, like, I have friends that if they need to use my phone, hey man, here's my phone.
So you and your dad not a good relationship?
Not really. I mean, we do, but like not really.
So why is that? Like, help me understand why you would give
The past?
a friend complete access and not your dad.
I mean, it's my dad. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Same exact what you said. Like, there's stuff on there that I would never want my dad to see.
So, like, what do you mean, like, bad relationship with your dad in the past?
Well, like, you know, we always get in arguments and stuff growing up and stuff, but
About what?
my dad is like, he has a real short temper. So would always freak out on me. Literally anything. Like, literally anything.
You give me an example just so I can understand better.
Like, I slammed his door too hard on his truck.
His truck door?
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm mowing the yard and I accidentally have it pointed towards his vehicles or something. Like,
what do you mean?
most little,
Towards his vehicles?
like the blower or whatever. Like, I understand
Oh, like
rock or something.
the grass?
Well, like little things that don't even matter. He would just get.
So what would his reaction be to slamming his, would you say his truck door shut or whatever?
Oh, he'd just yell at me and stuff, you know?
And then what would you do?
We'd be in the whole, like, for a day, we'd be like, I don't want to talk to him type argument.
And I mean, I feel like you're still not understanding there has to be more there that you wouldn't let him have.
Like you said, there's pictures and stuff on my phone. I would never want my dad to come across any of that in my life.
But that'd be okay
He would never talk to me
for
again.
Dirk to come across those things.
No, but I would much rather it be someone like that than my dad. You know what I mean?
I don't. I just can't understand. I wish you would help me understand.
I mean, like, imagine well, I mean, like you said, you have no father growing up or whatever. So that, I mean, that's the same thing. It's just, you know what I mean? If he found out any of that, I would have no dad anymore. My dad would never talk to me again.
But you don't have a good relationship really anyway, but
I mean, that's different than, you know, What I mean, that's different than never talking to my dad again in my life. That's way different.
Well, what would you see as the point where your dad would never talk to you again?
Talking to underage girls like that?
Would be just
Yeah.
what?
I mean, after this, he'll never talk to me again. So.
And I mean, he obviously knew in 2017.
No, he didn't. I never told him.
No, but I mean, we did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and
You talked to him and everything?
well, and not as in us, but law enforcement did, and they even told you that before you left for your polygraph, she told you, hey, just to let you know, we told your dad all this, and you said,
I don't remember saying that.
I
wasn't so much.
So what was that conversation like when you got home with dad after your polygraph?
I told them about how they said that I was a possible suspect or whatever for those girls, and that's all I told them. I didn't tell them anything about talking anything that they found on my phones. I was talking to underage girls or anything like that. Never told him any of that.
So what was his reaction when you came home?
He was freaking out. He was crying. My grandpa was freaking out. They raided my house. You know what I mean? Like, that's really traumatic, experience. So.
You say your grandpa was there too when you got home?
No, but he came over and he left shortly before I got there. But.
So there had to be a conversation there. Because dad knew.
Yeah, I told him it was about the girls, and they said I failed the polygraph or whatever.
But he knew about you talking to underage girls too.
Well, then he never said anything to me. He never even brought that up. That's why I thought he never knew the whole time.
But you just said if he found that out, that would ruin your relationship.
That's what I'm saying.
It clearly didn't. You still have a relationship.
Right.
With him. When's the last time you talked to your dad?
This morning.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah, this morning. He came to my apartment this morning.
How often would you say you see him?
Every few weeks.
And where is he still living at?
The same house.
Okay. So, since then, I wouldn't say it ruined your relation.
No, that's why, right now, I'm shocked that you guys told him that, because he never brought that up to me.
Again, you should know, because they honestly told you that a couple times that they told your dad.
See, I don't remember them saying that to me.
And that's tough for me. That's tough for me to believe, just because, I was.
If you were in my okay, imagine you get home from Las Vegas. You're on a trip. Everything's went. You get home and you look outside and see SWAT everywhere. Police coming up with guns and stuff.
How was your Vegas trip before when you went?
It was great.
Drunk festinge?
Yeah, no, I'm not really a big drinker because I have seizures and stuff. So I don't like drinking a lot. But, it was fun. It was super cool. But you know what I mean? And then I get taken down there. They tell me I killed 2 people. I failed a polygraph because I'm freaking out. And you know what I mean?
It'd be a traumatic experience.
Yeah, I already have anxiety like crazy.
And the thing about humans and traumatic experiences is that when we do experience something like that, literally gets engraved into us.
Right, yeah.
Like 9/11, I can tell you,
right,
guys, exactly what I was doing the entire day at 9/11, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And that's why I find it difficult that you don't remember a lot of things, because that was a traumatic experience, and those memories get engraved into us.
Right.
Is it just something you don't want to remember?
It probably psychoanalyze it. Yeah, probably is something I probably pushed out of my head.
So can you say that these chats and these images are a part of that too? That was so traumatic to you. Like you said, it was such a problem that you had, and it was a wake-up call that you just had to push that out as well.
That's probably what it was. Yeah. I never really thought about it, honestly, but yeah, because I don't remember 90% of that stuff you just told me.
And I think you can say that the images of these videos that I was describing are pretty traumatic.
Yeah, yeah.
So possibly, I think.
I don't want to hear that shit.
What you're trying to say is, possibly you saw those and it was just so traumatic for you that you pushed it out and you wanted to forget about it?
No, I don't remember viewing anything of anyone younger than 13, probably.
Well, you just said it's possible that you never thought.
Well, it's possible that I never thought of any of the people I talked to. So, I couldn't tell you the name of anyone that I talked to.
Do you know any of the people you talked to?
No, I don't think so.
How did I mean, how do you just like search for people and pull them out, or how do you go about doing that?
Meet me
It's like,
through that app.
do you have to be 18 on Meet Me, or
You're supposed to be, but
they don't check it anyway?
checked on it.
So everyone you've spoke to, all these girls like that were younger. They were, you met all on Meet Me?
Yeah.
What about like Instagram and Facebook?
I don't remember ever really talking to anyone on Instagram, but I could have. But I mean, it was all mostly on Meet Me.
I know last year, the video, and I know you had said that you had, if you met someone on Instagram or something, you would kick them to Snapchat. Is
I
that right?
don't even know. Yeah, I mean that probably sounds right though.
And you did tell them that. You did know a couple of the girls in real life. They just didn't know who you were. You actually tell them that in that interview.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the girls.
But you said there were some people that you like legitimately knew
Right.
that you were
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know. I'm sure there was. I don't remember though. I mean, there were so many people that I talked to. I don't remember anyone in person though ever. Maybe people that I knew of or something, maybe, or I don't know.
You had said, like, I'm trying to think of, I can't think of her name, but you had said, like, you had went to school with one of them, and when they showed you you remember them showing you the pictures of the different girls, and
Or whatever, yeah.
yeah. And you had said, yeah, I know her personally. No, I met her on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, like I probably meant like I knew of them in person. I don't like actually know them or talk to them or nothing like that.
how would you know of them in person but not actually know them?
Well, like I mean, you went to the school. I know of you being you know what I mean?
So like if you were like a senior and a girl was a freshman,
Yeah.
would you talk but you actually never names? You didn't know?
Right, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
What about like people or families you were associated with?
What do you mean?
Like say it's like a family you knew and you thought their younger daughter was hot or something.
No.
Did you ever do anything like that?
No, I don't think. No. No.
You sure?
I don't think so. I mean, any families that I knew of?
Yeah, like someone say like you would know, like a couple people in the girl's family as you know yourself, and then like some persona or some alternate account you had if you would like try talking to like the daughter of a family that you knew or something like that.
I have no clue. I don't know. The daughter of a family?
Yeah, so say there's like a family that you knew was there anyone that you targeted or stuck out, you were seeking out their daughter specifically
No. Seeking out and targeting, no.
to try talking to?
When they're underage?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
I'm going to tell you that
My girlfriend now is, I mean, that's kind of how I know her. I know her family and stuff.
What's your girlfriend's name?
Allie?
You said you knew her or you said her brother, right? You know her brother?
Right. He went to school with me.
How old's Ellie now?
19?
okay,
Okay.
20.
26.
26.
And just like that, I would never hang out with her. She was 17 when me and her like first started talking. She had like a month until she was 18. And I never would hang out with her until she turned 18. Just because of that like past. Like I'm not, you know what I mean?
But you still talk to her?
Well, not even like that. Like it was all like friendly.
So, I mean, what made her different than the 16 and 15-year-old girls that you admitted to talking to and trading images with?
Well, I wouldn't send like sexual images and stuff.
You said
Well, with Allie,
in your polygraph.
no.
No, not with Allie.
Right.
But I'm saying what made her different than
Because I knew her. You know what I mean? It was more of like I don't know, more of like not on the phone type thing, you know? I don't know how to explain it, but it was like, I don't know. I mean, she was 17 and
I mean, in your own words, in every language.
well, I mean, I've never hung out with them,
I know. I'm not talking about hanging out. I'm talking
right?
about talking to him
Yeah,
and
no.
sexting and trading images and that. I mean, you, in your own words, when they, what would happen if a girl told you that she was under 16? You said, I'd still talk to him. And when they said, how many girls do you think you would have exchanged images with? Over 200. How videos of girls do you have? Over 25 videos. How many of those girls were underage? All of them. I mean, so again, I mean, it, I feel like you're trying to keep secret,
I swear I'm really not.
but this is,
Like if I was trying to keep secrets, I would have wanted a lawyer from the beginning and not said a word.
but you have to understand.
If I would have known.
I mean, you keep going to like, well, she was 17, she was 7, but I mean,
I'm saying like Allie, it was different. It was like
right?
it was a real person.
Her age meant nothing. I mean, her age didn't mean anything because obviously.
Well, she was getting ready to turn 18, so it was like, it's
So
only a month.
do you
It wasn't like I was
explain the thought process on like, if a 15-year-old told you you're 15 or that she was 15, why would you keep talking to her? A random person that you don't know.
I don't know, that like not probably that she's not a real person, if that makes any sense. Like she's just a person on the phone.
That you can manipulate, right? So you get off on manipulation, and
And like the whole like Emily Ann, why that? Why Emily Ann? Like,
I don't know, it's just a random name.
this Emily, is Emily account something like Emily in class or something? Or is it something made up?
there's a couple.
Yeah, Emily and Emma. Yeah, it was always
Mm-hmm.
like something like that. Yeah.
Right. But like, why? Like, again, help me explain the thought process behind that. Like, why a girl? Why did you portray yourself as a girl?
Probably because they'd be more, I don't know, probably wouldn't feel as threatened to talk to a girl than a boy. You know what I mean?
They wouldn't.
Right? Something like that.
It was probably easier to get them to send you nudes.
Probably, yeah.
If they thought you were a girl, they thought you were a girl sending them to then a guy.
Right.
And if you were maintaining the relationships, like there was a few where, I mean, it was like boyfriend and girl or girlfriend and girlfriend type things. Did you feel like, an actual love?
No.
I mean,
No.
there were a lot of them, and a lot of them, like you said, helped you through a lot of tough times and like depression and everything that you were going through. I mean, there had to have been, I mean, there was I love yous exchanged and things like that.
Yeah, that was just to get what I wanted. You know what I mean?
Like,
I don't think
what was your end goal when you would start contacting?
to get naked pictures from him.
Okay, and then you obviously had told the polygrapher that you would masturbate to those images. I mean,
Yeah.
you were sexually aroused
Right. Yeah.
to those images. Where would you draw that line then
Of what?
for age wise?
Like 13?
13?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what about a 13-year-old made it different than a 12-year-old for you sexually?
Probably the age of just being like a teenager, probably.
The age specific search is on your phone or from your phone, like the 12-year-old girls, the 13-year-old girl, that was you.
I'm guessing. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I looked that stuff up. I mean, that was
12-year-old girl's stomach, like 12-year-old girl, stuff like that, like those searches.
I don't ever remember searching that, but yeah, I mean, probably that was, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I think you have like a thing for like girls' stomachs is what I mean. We all have.
Right.
Yeah, okay. And then so it was like searches, was that like on just browsing the web or?
I don't know. I don't even remember searching any of that stuff. It was probably Internet Explorer or something like that.
Okay. Now, how many, I mean, would you be able to find a lot, or
Back, I don't even remember. I don't know. Probably not.
so that's probably why you had to
Right.
facilitate actually talking to them.
To the girl. Yeah.
Uh-huh. You had said, and again, I really just want to get this clarified, the Dirk relationship that ended 2018, you had said, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So when you had went to Vegas and had that the new phone that you found and your iPhone 5 that you had, so those searches would have been yours because no one else would have had
Yeah. I'm guessing.
access to it, and which again, we're in that age range that you said that you prefer.
And that really shows how bad it is because I don't even remember ever even searching anything there.
Was it in Vegas or when in Vegas?
How often would you probably commit a day when you were doing it?
I have no clue. I mean, there was girls I would talk to. I don't know.
It was literally like you wake up in the morning, first thing you do was check your phone.
Probably. I don't know.
Last thing at night before going to bed, first thing when you get up type thing.
No, I don't think it was like that.
When would you normally get up?
I don't know. That was 3 years ago. Probably 8 or 9, I guess. 10. I don't know.
You said like 10:30. Sound about right?
Yeah.
So again, I mean, you got to help me understand this because we're past the Dirk thing in the past, the 2018, and these are the new devices that only you have access to, and the search history. I mean, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at is the same. So I think we could be safe to say that Dirk didn't search those things.
Yeah, I don't remember searching any of those though.
But if you had the only access to the phones, then have to be.
That Samsung Galaxy phone?
And the iPhone 5, because again, we're past Dirk falling out relationship. Dad doesn't know your password, and it was just you and him. And I'm talking, these searches were in Vegas.
When? Yeah, but when I was in Vegas on that vacation, I was with friends with Dirk though.
You said your falling out was before that.
No, my falling out was when we left Vegas.
And you said,
I moved back to Indiana.
right.
Moved back in 2018.
And then, but he wasn't out there with you guys. It was just you and your dad.
In 2016?
17.
Was
When you went to Vegas.
I thought it was 16, but yeah, no, he wasn't with us.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. The searches, the times on those searches,
I guess,
were when you guys were out there. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I don't even remember searching anything out there, is why I don't know.
Who all went to Vegas? Like a big party? Were you guys celebrating something?
No, just me and my dad.
And you had that planned for?
Yeah, we had planned that for almost a year probably before that.
You didn't meet anybody?
Out
there or?
No.
So, I mean, why don't you think you're?
Well, we did someone, one of his friends, just like a friend we knew. And he's actually a Peru Police Department. I think he was the chief for a little bit, way back in the day.
What's his name?
Well, what was his name? I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. That was my dad's friend. I'm not sure.
And did you and Dad, did you guys share one room or?
In Vegas? Yeah.
Okay. So when do you think you have the opportunity to make these searches?
Oh, I probably would have, went to the bathroom or something like that. Or maybe when he was sleeping or something.
Okay.
After you acquired professional services and the Meet Me or something or whatever.
I never did that, man.
No, that was on there.
Meeting a girl in Vegas?
Yep.
From Meet Me?
And just other kick was messages on that and things like the escort service that you were talking to on there.
There were prices and stuff.
Like two, I think at one point said like 250 and you're like a little too much, and
Like, see, I don't even remember that. I probably did though, because I mean, we were talking about going to the bunny ranch. So yeah,
Which
probably
is,
did.
I mean,
Right.
it's legal out there.
Right.
Anyway, so what else about that vacation stood out?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, just go over the vacation, like what you guys did.
I mean, we sightseeing and stuff like that. I mean, that was really about it. We just sightseeing about every day, gamble and stuff like that.
And did you ever arrange anything? You didn't go to the bunny ranch, you said.
No,
Why go there?
it was too far. It was pretty far outside of Vegas.
So
It's super expensive, way too expensive.
how much? How much?
It was like 400 for an hour.
For an hour? Oh yeah, I could see that being a lot. What I mean, what would the price point that you would have been happy with?
Oh, I don't know.
What about your dad? What price range?
Probably 150 or something like that.
150. And what would you expect out for 150 bucks?
Probably head, probably blowjob.
For 150.
Yeah,
What about your dad? What would he think? And what would he want?
probably the same.
Same?
Yeah, probably the same.
But I
Yeah.
mean, it had to be, well, you weren't working at the time, were you?
No.
So he was, I'm assuming,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
paying for everything. So he'd probably be in negotiations somewhere if he's got to pay double,
Right. Yeah.
you know? And did he try to, I mean, since he was the negotiator and the pocket man, did he try and negotiate it too? Or,
No, I just called him on the phone.
well, like the chats and stuff like that?
No.
So he left it up to you to try to negotiate the prices.
Yeah.
And
My dad's not really good with phones at all. Like anything electronic. That's why I got to do all his Chrysler stuff.
but I mean,
Ridiculous.
I think he had mentioned like he knows like Facebook or
Yeah.
messaging, everything like that.
Right.
And that at the time, were you worked with Allie,
No.
right? Who was your girlfriend at that time?
I don't think I had one.
And was trying to think.
Brianna, maybe?
Yeah,
Brianna.
yeah. She didn't go with you guys.
No.
What did she think of the whole law enforcement thing at your house? And
I told her and then I kind of quit talking to her after that.
like, what'd you tell her?
I told her that my house got raided and stuff. And I told her because of the two girls and that's it. I obviously didn't tell her anything else.
So what'd you tell her about that?
Like they said that I failed that thing and how they were questioning me about it and stuff.
And what'd she say?
I mean, she freaked out, obviously. I mean, she kind of, it was more her quit talking to me kind of thing.
She did.
Yeah.
I mean, why would she?
I mean, we weren't like a serious boyfriend and girlfriend or nothing like that. It was just kind of like a hangout thing because we'd known each other for our whole lives pretty much.
So, and again, Kegan, I just really trying to understand all this stuff and trying to add it up. And I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't. Okay. You know, giving a friend full access to your phone, but not your dad. And again,
I mean, it's more of like my dad.
just listen.
Right.
And, you know, being weirded out by showing your dad a picture of a hot girl, but yet negotiating prices to hook
Well,
up to get a blowjob. You know what I mean?
like, I'm not going to show my dad a picture of a 16-year-old girl and be like, hey, look at this girl. I mean, I would never do that.
Well, you even said 18.
Well, I wouldn't. I mean, I didn't really talk to a lot of 18-year-olds, you know? So, I mean, I wasn't really getting nudes from, girls like that because I had a girlfriend, but
I mean,
that's why I never would want to hang out with any one person or anything, anyone in person or anything. Sorry.
because of what?
I already had a girlfriend. If I wanted to have sex with someone, I just have sex with her.
Is it
Brianna?
But I mean, you said that wasn't a serious relation.
I mean, it wasn't serious, but I mean, we had a lot of sex.
You guys did?
Yeah.
So you did have a sexual relationship.
Oh, yeah.
How old was Brianna at the time?
She's my age, so she might be 25 now. I don't know.
25. And you've had no other contact with her since then, since that happened.
Not really. I don't even think she moved to like, I think she moved to like Wyoming or something like that. I'm not even sure.
How do you know that?
Facebook.
Gotcha. But I mean, I think we're at the point where, you know, with all of this information on your phone, multiple phones, you know, and your own admission that you were talking to girls underage. And I mean, I'm not talking one or two images that could be
Right.
kind of hidden.
Right.
I mean, you know, the stuff, you knew the stuff was on your phone, right?
I mean, yeah, I knew. I talked to those girls a lot on Kick and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I ever deleted any messages on there.
Well, you said you deleted the
whole app.
Yeah, the apps and stuff like that. So that way we couldn't, and stuff like that. So that way we couldn't hold it against you for.
No, not even that.
You said it.
But more of a
would look bad.
Yeah, right.
It would look bad.
Well, not even that. Just more of like how she said, just, you know, I don't know what.
How she said.
She really she kind of really like made me realize I already knew, but like it was more of like a motherly type thing when I talked to that lady. How she was like, you know, you're young. You need to know. Wait, hold on. You need to know you never do this again, and you need to get help and stuff like that.
I definitely didn't hear her say delete everything.
No, I never said delete everything.
Well, you said that she had told you to delete everything. Stop what you're doing.
Well, I said actually not really like that, but I mean, she was like, hey.
So why lie? I mean, you lied in the beginning to them that you didn't make any fraudulent accounts. You didn't talk to underage girls, knowing, I mean,
right.
They had your phones.
Right.
So why lie?
I don't know. The anxiety and freaking out about everything. It's just like maybe if I lied to get away with it or something, you know, probably something like that.
And I mean, I hope it's not your thought process today.
No.
Because obviously,
I mean,
today's completely different.
Yeah, right.
What concerns me is, and again, as I expect you to be honest, I want to be honest with you.
Right.
It's just the whole Dirk thing doesn't make sense to me. You know, the whole dad thing doesn't make sense to me because I mean, I'd feel my other parent or
right.
family member, they would have way more trust for a random friend that, you know, would do that. And so honestly, I mean, I do not think you've been 100% honest about this. And I think there's other stuff you haven't been honest about. And that's something we need to talk about too, because again, it has been a very long process and a very detailed fine-tooth comb process to go through all these phones, to go
right
through every chat. I mean, you talk to some people,
right,
and it's been very tedious. And when I find these things, they have to be clarified because again, your names are on the phones.
Right.
Your PIN.
Right.
One's a PIN and a swipe, and that's all on you.
A PIN and a swipe? What do you mean?
Yeah, you had like a swipe and a PIN in the backup on the phone.
I don't.
So
the Samsungs or something?
Yeah. So, you know, like I said, the things that we need to clarify on that stuff, we need to clarify. And just as in the CP and the solicitation and exploitation that you weren't honest, like you said, I mean, you were just nervous. And
right.
With the anxiety of getting caught, you know, the Delphi investigations, we found things that you weren't being honest about either.
What do you mean?
And that I'm going to go into that because.
Yeah, please do. Hey, can we take a break real quick before we get into Delphi stuff?
Of course.
I'm going to eat like a bite of my sandwich because my stomach's starting to like growl and make noise and I don't want to. And then you guys need a bathroom break or whatever. Or
some of the comments are super. I want to like go back and look at some because some of them were like some of them scroll by and they were so funny.
Do it up. Let's take a break.
Like some people, like they're getting on there like, I don't know, they're commenting with it like as they're seeing, and that's what I like. Someone was like, nice try, Kegan.
Taking it like it's like real. All right, I'm gonna go put this back in the freezer real quick.
Okay.
All right.
Is Autumn okay?
I don't know. I just asked, wondering the same thing. Autumn?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I just went up to check on my mom and stuff.
Oh, I just saw your chat come through. Like as you said, you were here.
And I ate my sandwich.
Where's mine? Now I'm like, my mother is so far away.
Do you guys
I'll
live
make-
far apart?
Yeah, like I'll make her stop what she's doing whenever I'm with her to make me a sandwich. Because we were talking about were we talking about that before we went live? When I was like, why does mom's sandwiches? Nobody's sandwiches taste like mom's sandwiches. She could literally stand beside you and tell you exactly how to make it, and it's just not the same.
True.
And so when I see her and she's here and stuff, I'm like, I'll be working, and when I'm working, I can't stop. And so I'll like text her and be like, please make me a sandwich and bring it in here. And she will, but she's 8 hours away from me. So
Dominic said, poor Sleuthie, only one without a sandwich.
yeah, really. Maybe I'm hungry too.
Yeah, here, take her. She passed out.
My mom's in New Jersey. She has a beach house.
That's awesome.
Well, it took her like 50 some odd years, but she finally did get one.
Worked her life for it.
And it's so cute. It is the cutest, like it is absolutely a beach house. Like, you know, when you think of a beach house, like the different colors, it has an outside shower. It just looks like
awesome.
the beach. Yeah. And it's got like wicker
Very
furniture.
nice.
It's so cliche, like wicker furniture at the beach house and stuff. But like, I was so happy for her because it's so beautiful. And she loves it. So she's always down there. And this hurricane's coming. So like she just bought the house like right before, I guess like spring. And she's like, I took off work. My mom she works long hours. She used to work for it was called what was it called before it was Pfizer? Whatever Pfizer was before it was Pfizer. She worked there at that pharmaceutical company. And she made a whole lot of money, and she had to. And she was like, I'm going to do a new job, a different job. So she like went back to school to be like a medical assistant, and she makes half at least of what she was making before.
But enjoys it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. And she bought the house, and it's sweet to see her. So she goes down a lot. And anyway, she was panicking because of this hurricane. And she's like, I swear, if a hurricane named after you takes out my house that it took all my life to get, she's like, I'm going to be really, really angry. So I said, go down there. She's down there. She works hard. She works like 12-hour shifts. Like, and she messes with her schedule so she can have like a week off at a time, which she got to stop doing that because she's old. And I'm like, you can't work, 8 days, 12, 14 hours a day, sometimes 16 in a row, just so you can have a week off. And she's like, I'll do just exactly what I want to do. And she like prepared. And so she's down there now. Like, I can't even imagine her putting up like plywood and like, we don't know what to do with a hurricane. I lived in Florida before, and I never worried about a hurricane.
This one was like random, kind of, wasn't it? It seems like it wasn't as like prepared for as last time. I feel like
I thought it was a storm. I thought it was supposed to be some type of storm, and then all of a sudden it was like it was upgraded to a hurricane. Now it's bad, I guess.
Am I the only one eating? Are you guys gonna eat anything real quick or no?
I ate in between.
Oh,
No one
wait,
sent
while
me
we were
my
reading?
sandwich.
Well, I've had like 18 pages without anything, so.
Oh, so you already got yours. Okay.
Mhm.
He jumps in.
What about you though?
I've been just reading it because I didn't understand it the last time.
Oh, okay.
I'll be honest, my eating habits are poor, like really poor. Like I'll go 90% of the day without eating. Especially if I'm working, I feel like eating slows me down big time. When really it's the opposite. Everyone in chat is eating their dinner. That's what he said.
Yeah, put in chat what you guys are eating.
Walnuts on pizza. is worse than pineapples on pizza. Oh, I have to agree. I've never heard of walnuts on pizza. What on earth? I hate most foods, so.
Y'all were so good. I thought Zavgirl was in serious trouble.
If I didn't have to, like, if I wasn't actually reading this stuff, I feel like I would be sitting here with like a bag of chips. I'd likely eat the entire thing, just one after the other, staring at the screen.
I looked down at the chat and crimes have consequences was in all caps telling Zav to stop talking and get a lawyer.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Oh, I loved it.
And then I feel like she then like multiple times, like every couple minutes in all capital letters, let everyone know that this is not a conversation between families.
Yes. Now
So
she's been making sure no one else gets confused. It's great.
That's hilarious.
It was that believable though. Like I think it sounded like we were coming for her.
I knew people were gonna come in and be confused, even with it scrolling at the bottom of the screen, I guess.
That's why I added it, because before that happened to her, people were like, what is happening? They didn't understand what we were reading. I was trying to save Zav.
That happened last time too.
It was category 1, Hurricane Y, the jail background. Well, her mom just bought that house, it sounds like, so she didn't know what to do for a hurricane, right? Wasn't that her first one, or was it the second?
Yeah, no, her first ever. She didn't know. It's not a jail background.
Shrimp.
It's an interrogation room.
Hibachi shrimp sounds good.
That does sound good.
Funny how much Sam says right. LOL is her favorite word.
Zav does really good. And she's
the whole time people were coming in and believing Zav was in trouble.
Because of all the rights, probably. Could you imagine? This would not be the time or the place. Going to prison and didn't want an attorney. Hossein said at one point, he was like, she would have, crimes have consequences, was about to like bust the door down and shut down the whole street.
So yes, we could take a break because his stomach was growling.
Oh my God.
Daylana said, tell her to stay safe.
Daylana's comment, and thank you, I will. She put up another one about this being like emotionally draining. It really is.
Yeah,
and I
true.
Like that's why I told Zav this morning, I was like, I definitely have some things to talk about, not with this case though. And I was like, it's going to have to wait till tomorrow because I anticipate being like really tired after this.
Yeah, I was
Zav
like,
really does. She does
got
do
a
great.
Second wind.
She is dramatic. Is this like helping though? Like, I wonder how many people, I know I was shocked how many people hadn't read this before, but does it help like,
a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah. I just want to make sure it's helpful, like to really understand kind of maybe what happened there. And now we're going to talk about the girls.
I think I'm going to stream and admit some things.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not the place or the time. Well,
I listened to a quarter of this being read, and but I think we'd already been live before that stream, so my brain was already done, so that might have played a part, but I didn't really process it like I am this time.
Oh, I'm so glad it's helping. If we could get our hands on any more, I would do it. I mean, again, I can only do so much. There's,
1 second, okay?
Yeah. There's other stuff I obviously just couldn't and wouldn't say, but I'm glad it's helping kind of put everything into perspective. I don't know that that's the word I really want to say. And I'm glad we're coming up on the girls, but I feel like I felt like it was important because Zav was like, "Are we going to read the whole 200 pages?" And I was like, I feel like in order to really take what he starts saying when he is confronted about the girls, you have to kind of understand his mannerisms and the way that he speaks the whole 120 pages beforehand. I don't have the ability to highlight comments, but Littlest Hobo said, I feel like I'm hearing more details, hearing you all in different voices than I would in my own head. I agree. And I've read this several times and I'm picking up on different things, hearing somebody else say it. I'm thankful that Autumn decided to come in and help, because that extra voice for that extra investigator really is good. They did abandon me, all saying they abandoned me and they didn't even send me a sandwich. Now my tummy's grumbling.
Sorry, I'm eating a Milano.
Oh my God. Just keep
I'm
piling
sorry.
it on. Keep piling it on.
Oh God, that's funny. Yeah, I'm trying to think about how Richard Allen would play a part.
Rocks. They also put big rocks in the
We were talking about, I was talking about this yesterday with someone.
It would be awesome if I sit there.
Is Richard's daughter the same age as Kegan? And are Richard and Tony the same age?
I think Richard and Tony are, but I don't know about Kegan and his daughter. That's a good question.
Yeah, I feel like she's maybe a little older, but that's something on the list of things I wanted to look up and see. But
So you're asking if Richard and Tony. I know. Yeah, I think they are around the same age as what people were saying. I don't know. I have to look it up.
And then what about Richard's daughter and Kegan?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't. Thanks for waiting for me, guys. I ate most of it. I feel better now. But I hope you guys are going to be all right. Are you going to be... Autumn, you said you ate.
Yeah,
fasting.
Autumn moved on to her cookies now, so she's good.
Oh, whoa.
The expensive, fancy, bougie kinds.
What kind?
Those are my favorite.
Wait, what kind? Oh, okay.
Milanos.
I see. I didn't hear when you said that. Okay. All right. So you guys ready?
Yeah, do you know where we were?
Yeah, hold on, let me get it. I think. I don't wait.
I feel like you probably clicked
124 or
right
125.
Right? Hold on, I thought I had it up. Hold on, here we go.
There you go.
Is it right here?
Yeah,
but I
yeah, 124.
Because that's where I was too.
What line though?
I said with the anxiety of getting caught in the Delphi investigation, we found that you weren't honest about either. And then you said, wait, before we talk about the girls, can I eat?
Okay. Okay, so do you want to...
You want me to say it again?
It's up to you. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll start at 11. With the anxiety of getting caught, the Delphi investigation, we found things that you weren't honest about either.
What do you mean?
And that I'm going to go into that because...
Yes, please do.
What we need to discuss, okay? You had told investigators, and I know you said you don't remember a girl that you ever talked to, but I know you remember Liberty German. Right? And you talked to her and you admitted to talking to her, and
I don't think I ever did though. I think I talked to one of her friends. Like I told them.
You admitted that you talked to her for a few hours at a sleepover, and then you blocked her because she was annoying. You remember that?
You're right. Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So again, in going through with a fine-tooth comb, that's not what happened. And I think you wanted to be truthful, and it was hard for you because you were scared. I mean, it's a double homicide investigation.
Yeah.
I get it.
Right.
I get that. But here's where you have to be honest about it, because now we have all the information, okay?
Right.
And I'm telling you right now, and you can say you don't remember, but I'm telling you for a fact, you did not just talk to them during a sleepover, okay? I'm telling you for a fact, you said, I didn't exchange any pictures with them. You said I didn't exchange any pictures with them.
I don't think I ever did.
I'm telling you that's fact, you did, okay? Because the Anthony Shots persona, that the fake account
Right.
that you admitted to making communicated with Liberty German on Snapchat, on Instagram, and like I said, it was not just for a couple hours. So we need to revisit that.
Right.
And we need to clarify that, because right now what we have, and that what we can officially go with, is you saying that, but for a fact it was a lie. Okay, that's what we know right now, because we have the data. And again, I made the comment in the beginning, Snapchat thinks that
Right.
it all deletes. It doesn't. Okay, so when do you think how did you meet Liberty German? You didn't meet her in person, but how did you?
Hold on, I just spilled my coffee. 1 second. Shoot. Was it?
I mean, are you burned?
No, it's cold.
Oh.
It's cold right now. I just want to wipe it up. Okay. Okay, sorry. I don't know. I don't know.
And again,
I had to be on it had to be on Instagram or something.
okay, it was on Instagram.
Yeah.
And again, you can't tell me you don't know, because you have to know, because this needs to be clear. This can't be something that's like, okay, because we know through the records.
I know, it was so long ago. I don't.
But again, like I said, it's
Right.
okay. So she added you on Instagram. When was that, would you say?
I literally have no clue. I don't remember talking to her, really. I didn't even know who she was until after I saw that on the news, and I was like, oh wow, that name. Like, I remembered that name.
Okay, and I mean, again, that's a lie too, because we know that for a fact that when you were in Vegas, that on your device you were searching about the Delphi investigation.
Yeah, because it's like right by our, you know what I mean?
Okay,
It's someone getting killed right out here.
but it's not just
Be like, what the heck?
something you saw in the news.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it's a news article that you looked at on Safari. Tips pour in after suspect identified in Delphi double homicide. New details in the Delphi killings to be released. The audio clip, you remember the audio clip?
Right.
How many times would you say that you listened to it?
Oh, I don't know. Probably a few. I'm not sure.
A few as in like 1, 2?
I don't know. I mean, trying to hear that guy's voice, see what he said. I don't know. Probably 5 or 6. Probably. I don't know.
6?
It wasn't really that long.
6 times.
Right.
Another article, Information saw it. Investigation into the deaths of Liberty German and Abigail Williams. It was a lot, and you saying that it was a party weekend, nothing but fun in that. That's not what your phone says. It's not what your search history says.
Because I'm searching about people dying?
No, just people dying. A person that you literally talked to.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that at the time. That's who I was talking to.
How do you not?
Because I don't think, like I said, I talked to a ton of people.
Okay, then
And then, like, once I realized, I was like, whoa, what the heck?
when would you say you realized that it was that Liberty German, the girl that you were talking to, was killed?
I don't know. Probably, a little bit after probably happening. Probably after it happened and I saw like her face and I saw her name then.
Okay, and then you told investigators that you had never talked to anybody.
Yeah, I don't remember talking to her. I remember talking to one of her friends, I thought.
You just said you remembered talking to her.
Well, that's what I remember, her being there, like with her friend, but I don't remember ever talking to her.
That's not what you said.
I said
You talked?
in first interview?
No, you said, Kegan, I'm not here to argue with you, okay? I'm not here to lie to you either.
Okay, well, I'm not here to lie to you either.
But I'm telling you, what you told investigators was you had talked to her the night of the sleepover.
This is 3 years ago. I mean, I don't remember everything I told them. You know what I mean?
There's no way. I mean, and again,
Why would I think about that? That was the most traumatic experience in my life. And telling me that I
bet it was.
killed people. So yeah, why would I ever think about that?
Because it was a traumatic experience.
Why would I want to revisit
Okay, so
them telling me that?
then why lie?
Them telling me that I failed a polygraph?
Then why lie to investigators about it? And
I really didn't think I did.
we're not 3 years into it or away from it now. We're 2 weeks after it happened, okay?
Right?
Why did you tell them that you only talked to her one night when that
Because that's probably all I remembered. I mean,
remembered 2 weeks?
like I said, I talked to hundreds of people. I don't remember talking to one girl. You know what I mean?
Just one girl that got killed. You wouldn't remember that? Then why care what happened? You said it. I mean, it was so important because
It is. I mean, that's 2 little kids getting killed in a town that's right by me. And that person's out here somewhere.
and one of the girls that got killed you talked to, including the day of.
Okay. Then I mean, a lot of people get
She
killed and then people talk to them. What do you mean? That doesn't mean that I killed them.
I didn't say that.
That's what you're saying. Like
Absolutely not. Did not say that.
you're implying
Nope.
that I know something about that or anything like that. That's what you were implying.
No, what I'm trying to do is clarify.
And I'm telling you the truth. I get that you don't believe me, okay? But I'm telling you the truth. Whether it's my whatever psyche telling me to put that out of my mind, I don't remember it. I don't remember what I told them 3 years ago.
Okay, well,
I don't remember ever talking to her.
so you said you had never sent her any images.
I don't think I ever did.
There's an image that you sent to her in a Ferrari that says sports car.
Yeah, because I have a Ferrari.
Well, Anthony Schatz did.
Okay.
Right. Anthony Schatz had a Ferrari?
I don't remember that.
Here's another one that you had sent her. I hate how long it takes for this to warm up. Ferrari. Here's another one.
Okay, like I would send to everyone. I mean, that's
Like I have a Ferrari.
yeah, like I would have a Ferrari. What do you mean? I didn't.
Anthony Schatz.
Okay, but I don't remember that.
You were okay.
You're acting like I remember every little piece of like every little
Okay, well
thing of every girl that I've ever talked to.
Let's get this straight then. So
I forgot even about that name until you said that 10 minutes ago. I forgot even about that.
So Kegan Kline was not talking to Liberty German. Anthony
Right.
Schatz was, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, Anthony Schatz was?
Right.
So Anthony Schatz. So when they were asking you, did you send her images? You said no because you didn't, but Anthony Schatz did?
No, because I don't remember sending them anything.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, here's 3 off the bat. Here's another one. Here's a couple more, actually. And then here's one sent specifically to her. Is it bad that I'm super into you?
Like I would say to every one of those girls. I mean, it was the same thing with every one of those girls.
But when you're telling me that you never sent her or Anthony Schatz never sent her.
Because I don't remember ever sending her anything. I don't remember ever even talking to her. I remember talking to her friend. Like, you're like, think you're going to catch me in a lie. And I'm not really lying to you at all. I don't remember it.
It's not. I've caught you in a lie.
You haven't.
It is a lie.
You haven't, though.
You said I've never sent her anything.
And you asked me, do I remember that? And I said, no, I don't remember that.
Well, I'm telling you.
So I'm not lying.
I'm not going to argue with you about these little itty bitty word sentences, okay?
It's not itty bitty when you're telling me that I know something about people that have died.
On camera and audio recorded, you said I did not send Liberty German any pictures.
Right. I
okay.
Don't remember ever doing that.
Well, I'm telling you right now you did.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So that's a fact.
Okay.
That's not me trying to catch you in a lie. That's a fact.
Okay. You're trying to catch me in a lie because you keep asking the same questions. That's you trying to catch me in a lie. I don't remember it. Okay.
Okay.
You can think that I'm lying to you, but I really don't remember it.
And I'm telling you, you may not remember it.
Okay.
But it happened.
But it happened. Okay. Yeah.
So you can.
Right.
This is a fact.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Fact.
Right.
So just like talking to Liberty German is a fact.
Right.
Okay. Anthony Schatz communicated with Liberty German, and it is a fact that it wasn't just for a few hours at a sleepover. In your own admission that you said in the interview, it is a fact on audio recorded and video recorded interview, you said, well, we never sent any pictures. And then the very next couple sentences you said, well, I knew they were at the sleepover because they sent pictures to me.
Yeah, she didn't. Her friend did.
Right.
Right.
So you knew that they were there. And I mean, you had said that she had sent a picture. I remember that specifically. Again, that's a fact. I'm not trying to catch you, and that's a fact.
Right.
Okay. Just like, again, it's a fact that you're communicating to her multiple days at a time, just like other girls that you were talking to, including up to the day that she went missing right before. And what I want to know is, you would communicate with her on what? The iPhone 5 was your primary device, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's a fact. So what other devices would you communicate with her on?
I don't know. I have no clue of even talking to her.
What other devices would you communicate with anybody else on at that time? iPhone?
Yeah.
Okay, well, on February 13th, this would have been logged in a little bit earlier, so that would have been 8 o'clock in the morning at your house, 67 Canal, okay? Where you and your dad lived, two separate devices. See the numbers here, how they're the same? Log in, log out, log in, log out. One device, log in, log out, all within minutes of each other to the same Anthony Schatz Snapchat account. What two devices were these? This is a fact.
Yeah, I don't.
And this is not.
It had to be that Samsung Galaxy then or something.
Why would you log
Ever
devices? That makes no sense.
talking, having my actual Snapchat open at the same time.
This is the exact same snap. This is the Anthony Schatz account.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, using
Two different devices.
mine and then using another phone at the same time, talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but why would you do that?
I mean, to talk to more girls.
So
It's the same account.
yeah, same account, but you're using two
No,
devices.
but what I'm saying is, I logged out of that to log into my other phone.
Which was
No.
What was that? What was the other phone?
That's what I'm saying. It has to be that Galaxy.
Which one?
There was like a Samsung Galaxy S, I think, or something. I don't know.
S what?
Huh?
An S what? Which one?
It was, I'm not sure. I don't know. It had like a cracked screen real bad because I sat on it.
Okay. Another fact then, you said, I did not talk to anyone about them missing, about the girls being missing.
Right?
Okay. Snapchat return. You had talked to one of her friends who had said to you
Who I was talking to
that you were talking to.
the whole time.
Absolutely correct.
That's who I remember.
Yes, correct.
Right. Right.
She said, did you hear about Liberty? You respond on Anthony Schatz. OMG, what happened? That's talking to someone about the two girls that went missing and then wound up dead.
Right. I guess you're right. Yeah.
Okay, same person, or the girl that you were talking to says that Anthony Schatz was meeting up with Liberty German.
That's
That's
a
facts.
total lie. That's a total lie.
And then
That's a total freaking lie.
in that conversation, it goes,
That's a total lie.
I'm you. It's fact. Okay.
That's a lie.
So you need to listen.
It's not a fact.
Same conversation of the OMG, what happened? Da, 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 da. Anthony Schatz says, yeah, we were supposed to meet, but she never showed up.
That's a freaking lie. That's a damn lie.
How do you know? How can you?
Because I know for a fact I did not ever talk to.
So how do you know? No, hang on. Because you don't know a lot of things about all this stuff, but then all of a sudden you know for 100% fact.
Because I didn't freaking murder someone. Yeah. So yeah, I know
I didn't say.
for a freaking fact that I don't anything about what happened.
Okay, have I one time said that you murdered?
You're implying
Absolutely not. I can honestly,
he's on your side.
no. I can honestly sit here,
If you were someone else and I asked them,
you or not,
you would see that you
I can
were
honestly
implying
sit here.
for the past 30 minutes that I have done this.
Listen to me. I can honestly sit here and I'm telling you, I do not believe that you killed Liberty or Abby.
Okay. Thank you.
I can tell
Thank you.
You got it right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
But you need to tell me
I don't know anything.
who was logging
Like
in
I told you before.
to these accounts.
I do not.
No, you don't know again. Now you don't know again.
I told you I logged in from 2 different phones. I had 2 different phones. I was
So who was
talking
to the girls about you were supposed to meet Libby
I don't remember ever
and she didn't
saying
show up?
that.
Now you don't remember again?
Yeah, because it
See how this
never
can,
happened.
this
I don't.
is really
I don't.
confusing.
I never freaking told her I would hang out with her. I never said anything like that.
You remember certain things and then certain things you don't remember. It's awfully convenient, Kegan. It's really convenient.
Okay.
Who's William?
I went to school with him.
Like high school?
Yeah, I was friends with his sister.
Who's that? Did you date her?
No, I was really good friends with her though.
Okay, what about who's that?
Her mom, her stepmom.
Okay, who's
Yeah, too.
who's
I mean, I'm guessing someone, maybe her cousin,
okay, what about
her little sister.
who's?
Uh,
Okay, so that's brother's sister?
yeah, I think there were half, but yeah.
Okay, who's
Who? I don't know.
if you went to school with?
Yeah, he was grades lower than me, but yeah. Yeah, even think he was like a grade or 2 lower than me.
So what's you connect with that entire family?
I used to actually stay with him a lot
Who
when I lived in Galveston, when they lived in Galveston,
stayed with
the family.
all?
Was really like really one of my real good friends in like 6th grade, 5th grade, 7th.
Do you remember?
So like I already know where you're right. I did talk to her, yes.
Who?
Not say like that I remember when you says it's that girl. I did talk to her back in the day.
Like you dated her?
No, like I tried to talk to her.
Okay.
And that's like where you said a little bit ago about the family or whatever. Yeah. That would be, I guess, an instant of me knowing a family and you know.
So a person associated with that family, directly associated with that family, was talking to Anthony Schatz
Right, probably. Right. Had to be.
and was looking to hook up with Anthony Schatz. So she gives an address to Anthony Schatz because she's coming home after school and she wants to hook up because parents are not home after school for a couple hours.
Who's that?
Somebody associated with the family.
Okay.
And she gets off the
Here's bottled water.
okay. This girl associated with the B family gets off the school bus and there's a guy with a ski mask peering in her bedroom window.
Okay, so you're trying to say that's me or something?
No, I'm not saying it's you. I'm just saying there's another coincidence that we have a girl talking to Anthony Schatz's account, then she gives an address to Anthony Schatz because she wants to hook up with him.
See, I don't ever remember her ever giving me an address.
But we have.
Right?
And she did. So she did. And in fact, there was actually a police report filed when it happened because
Right.
she comes home from school, sees this guy with a ski mask looking in her bedroom window directly after giving this address to Anthony Schatz. As a matter of fact, that's the incident that started everything else last time. That's how everything started last time, was that an incident.
That's crazy.
I mean,
I know how bad.
Hang on. And on top of that, you searched about on February 19th, 2017.
What do you mean I searched?
The day before that happened, your phone shows that you searched the family.
What do you mean?
I'm telling you, your phone searched.
Like on Facebook or something?
Uh-huh.
Right? Okay.
Another coincidence?
Yeah, I see what you're trying to put together, but I swear to God, I was not looking in someone's freaking.
We didn't say that.
Will you stop? You're implying that.
We're trying to get.
I know what you're trying.
to understand our picture.
I know. I get what you're trying to do, but I'm telling you, I was never in a ski mask looking in her freaking house. No. I've known them. I could literally call her dad right now and go over there.
But they do not know you're Anthony Schatz.
Exactly. But I'm saying if I wanted to get her or whatever, I would freaking just go over there
But she
myself.
wouldn't give it to Kegan. But she would give...
She would, though. She's told me before that she liked me. That's the whole reason I would try to talk to her, because I knew she liked me. That doesn't mean I'm in a ski mask at a freaking house.
What were you so concerned about when you're in Vegas? Or let's even go before you were in Vegas, about being somehow connected to Liberty German.
Because I talked to her friend on the phone.
But that wouldn't really... I mean, you said yourself anyone could talk to a friend of someone.
Right?
That you were...
But I mean, if someone got murdered, I would tell them, anyone that I've ever come in contact with recently, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it went more than that. Kegan, you were very concerned. I mean, the searches in your phone, this is...
Yeah, I'm concerned. What do you mean? Someone gets killed around us? I'm concerned, yes.
Okay, so...
Do you know what? When you gave your polygraph that you said Liberty, like, what's her name? I don't remember her name. And then after you spent all that time reading over it.
Because my brain is going crazy. What do you mean?
What I mean is there's no way you didn't know what her name was. And you sitting there, that Liberty, whatever her name is, after failing your polygraph.
I don't remember that.
And before the polygraph, I mean, you were looking up articles about it. I mean, even before you guys went to Vegas, you guys are, foul play suspected.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Update.
That's crazy.
Foul play suspected. Another one, Delphi community concerned.
Right?
So, I mean, you're telling me that police asking...
So everyone that looked that up is
No.
a suspect?
I didn't say that.
I know, but I'm saying, like, just because I, you know what I mean? I'm freaked out about someone dying.
If you
doesn't mean that.
If you think that was on its face right, which I kind of do, is say it doesn't make sense, that you would look at that. But we're marrying that up with...
It makes sense that I would at that, because it's in...
No, you're saying...
my community.
Makes sense for us to question you about looking that up when you're one of the last people to ever speak to her before she wound up dead. Or excuse me, Anthony Schatz was the Anthony Schatz account.
Right.
Is one of the last people to speak to her before she winds up dead.
Right. And then you said that it could be because a friend of a friend says, well, hey, I talked to such and such and they're friends, but you're searching about, can law enforcement trace IP addresses from social media?
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't I look that up? If I'm looking at stuff on the internet.
That's not just
about...
That's not concerned in your area. That's because you knew you were talking to her.
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about, I would look up that because of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm talking to underage girls, so why would I not?
And including the one that got murdered.
Okay.
Right. That makes sense.
I did not look that up because of that. No.
Internet survey, server, murder of John Benet Ramsey, O.J. Simpson after that. Why that?
Those are unsolved cases. What do you mean?
How'd you know? I mean, this is
How do I know? They're the most popular.
No, I'm saying, how'd you know that this case was going to be unsolved? Because this is a few days.
Because they put out the pictures of them. They put out a picture of them on the bridge and a voice.
And
yeah, someone murdered someone and they have a picture of them and their voice. I'm going to look to see if I know that person. Like, why? What do you mean? The guys are on there are telling everyone, the state guy or the state police department guys on there telling everyone, if you know anyone that looks like this or anything, call in.
What we want to know is who had access to the Anthony Schatz account?
Me.
On 2 different devices?
Yes.
At the same time?
Yeah.
So if you are the sole owner of that account, the only one that had access to it?
I mean, on those days, that just looks like me logging onto one of my phones. I was logged in on that phone. I logged out, logged in on my other phone. That's what that looks like.
So you were the one that sent these pictures to her? You're the one
I mean, if I
that talked to her before
have to, I
the sleepover? You're the one that talked to her all that weekend, and you're the one that talked to her, one of the last people to talk to her before she was murdered? That's what you're telling me?
guess, yeah. I mean,
You got to understand from our perspective, that's
right,
100%. I mean, I'm going to buy this for you.
right,
I'm going to take you
right,
out in cars. I mean, that's the whole purpose of Anthony shots,
right.
which whether you admit he's targeting or looking for a girl, that is one going to believe the story?
Right.
Is that two going to give you what you want?
Mm-hmm.
So you were trying to get nude images from Liberty and spoke to her. Actually,
I mean,
one of the very
any girl I talk to. It's not just one girl, it's any girl I ever
it,
talk to.
it's a girl that wanted a man.
Right, right,
I mean, we're not the reason this is a big deal. I mean,
serious.
the other one's not dead. She's dead.
Right,
I mean, the biggest case in Indiana,
right,
hands down.
right,
The media attention, I mean, there's been no stone left unturned in this investigation.
right,
And the only thing of all the investigators, all the hours put into this, and you have to think of yourself, you're a juror,
right,
you know yourself in this scenario, and you're just listening to the evidence.
right,
You have a guy that's small town USA, right? A small town USA, you know, so if you're from a small town, you get it. If you're not, you don't.
right, yeah,
Okay. You know, your dad's Facebook friends with some of Abby's mother's friends, right? So that's the kind of stuff you would expect to see in small town USA.
right,
All right. Your girlfriends, your current girlfriend is friends on Facebook with one of Liberty's ex-boyfriends, small town USA, right? So there's still stuff that you know that maybe like if we were in Chicago or something, you'd look at that and okay, that it's right.
right,
So, okay, you take that, for example, or that, for example, then small town USA, you know, oh, the Brummets.
right,
Okay. Is that okay? They're at a sleepover at the Brummett residence, and that's, you know, the whole thing with Liberty when she was speaking to the Anthony shots. They were at the Brummets, and here we are. They're at the Brummets, and this is
Who is at the Brummets?
the Brummets, the family of the Brummets.
Yeah,
That the family that Kegan Kline knows,
right,
not Anthony Shots knows.
right,
So now we're worried about grooming. We have a guy that has troves of CP on his devices. We have Liberty being groomed, and unfortunately she was completely enthralled with Anthony Shots. Completely. Like thought, you know, I'm talking to this rich hot guy. I'm, you know, like as she is completely in love with Anthony Shots. That's
right,
sad. So this account that you set up, you know, and I'm sure that you seen our social media had something like, you know, waiting for Peter Pan to come, and it was like this, like almost like a little hanging fruit statement for someone that would target girls. You probably see that and think this is going to be an easy target.
I don't get what you mean.
What more of a targeting thing, right? Like a more, maybe you didn't go into that depth. I don't know how much depth you went into looking for girls. You wanted to get nude images from as Anthony shots, but just like buckshot method and see who comes back. But regardless, she bought the story. She bought the account. So we have a friend saying that she knew that she was trying to meet up with Anthony Shots.
See, I don't ever remember saying to meet up with me though.
Okay, but I'm telling you, this is what we had.
Right, yeah,
We have that. I mean,
you're right,
we have that.
right,
We have multiple device logins from your house.
right,
on Canal Street for a Snapchat account within minutes of one another.
Right.
Okay. We have the day that you gave your polygraph and your interview. You were steadfast, and I met them in the beginning of February, like the 1st or the 2nd. You were steadfast. You never came off that. I never spoke to her beyond February 1st or 2nd. And the guys say, look, we know you spoke to her the day she was murdered. You said, absolutely not. I blocked her. She was annoying me after the 1st or 2nd, right? We have these images. You saying, that's not, you know what? That's a nude. What are you for? We have these grooming pictures. We have the money. The Anthony Schatz money account going to her, right? So this starts to stack after a while. I mean, small town USA, independent of each other.
Right.
Yeah, but then it starts to stack, right? We have the Kik Messenger messages with all these My Daddy references.
Right.
With regardless of what you say, there are two different authors of those messages, regardless of what you say, right? They're not both you. They're both your devices. They're mixed. But the phrasing's different. It changes. It is not the same person. So we know we have multiple account logins with Snapchat. We have two different people using Kik Messenger, talking to people from your residence. I mean, all that 100% sure. We know it. We know it for a fact. So remove yourself from it, from the bullshit, and try picking out every individual piece. It starts to stack. It just keeps stacking. The phone, your phone that you had, all your search history was deleted from 210 to 215. There's nothing in between. So now what's interesting about that is all those other phones have complete histories. Nothing's gone.
Okay.
So during the time frame where this grooming would have been built up to meeting, it's gone. It's wiped away from your phone, but your other devices are complete. So now it all starts to stack. The complexity of your Anthony Schatz persona, the cars, the influence, the Lamborghinis, Ferraris.
Yeah.
It's not you. It's not your idea. You and I both know it's not your idea.
What do you mean? That's not my idea to take pictures of money and stuff and send them to people?
The complexity of it, okay? It's not you.
I don't know.
Is it?
I mean, like I said, the only other person that had access to my phone is him. That's literally it.
Not at that time.
No, I promise you, anytime.
Not in Vegas.
Right? Not in Vegas, yeah.
When you're searching nonstop about the Delphi investigation, when you're supposed to be on a vacation, when you're still actually sending Snapchats to Liberty when you know she's dead, messages.
I don't ever remember doing that.
Well, I'm telling you, you did. That's a fact. And then,
like, that could be me sending that message to a ton of people. Like on Snapchat, I would do that all the time. Send them to 40 to 50 people.
Okay.
At once.
But again, that one in there that
I know what you mean. I had nothing to do with that. So I mean, I know I get she's dead and I get you guys want to find someone, but I literally have no clue.
when you walked in here and said, I'm not a car guy.
I'm not.
Look at,
I know what a Lamborghini is. What do you mean?
well, of course everyone does, but
A Lamborghini 458. Wait, a Lamborghini 458 Italian? That's what that car is. And I'm not a car guy. I don't even have my license. No, I'm a broke guy. I'm not. I have no cars. Yeah. I mean, I know what cars are.
let me ask you, why would you, after you failed the polygraph about knowing about Delphi investigation, come home, delete your Snapchat and your Instagram, which you used to communicate with Libby, and then you searched, how long does DNA last? Why would you do that?
I have no clue. I don't know. Probably because they DNA tested me.
Right?
So they obviously have DNA on that body. Because why else would they DNA test me?
So why would you worry about your DNA being on that body?
I wouldn't.
Then why'd you search it?
Common question. That's just a common thing to freak out about. Like, why? You know what I mean?
No, I don't. Because you giving DNA,
Right. So you obviously know I didn't do it.
right? Right?
Yeah.
Right? But then you're starting to think,
No. See, like,
then why would you search?
you want people to do that, but I wasn't.
Why would you care how long DNA lasts? If What if it lasts 100 years? What would it matter to you if it was on the body? Then it would matter, right? But, 110% your DNA wouldn't be there, right?
Right.
So why does it matter how long it lasts?
Because I wondered if the person had DNA on their body, if they actually knew who the person was.
That doesn't make sense.
How doesn't it?
Because it doesn't. It doesn't.
Because in my mind, I'm thinking these people think I killed someone. So if they actually have DNA on the body, they're going to know that I didn't do it. But if there's no DNA on the body, then it's obvious that, like, okay, well, that's weird.
But again,
Failed a polygraph.
that just adds to it. Everything he just said, it's stacking. This whole thing.
It's not, though. If you get what I'm saying, I mean, it's really not. Like,
I don't understand.
I literally have no clue how the girl died. I don't know anything to do with it. Yeah, that is weird. That is a weird ass coincidence that I happen to talk to her. Like, I get that.
And then we go again, something else that stacks on top of this is when you talk to investigators. I mean, this is fresh in your mind. You just got back from Vegas. You've been nonstop searching this stuff. You've been talking about it with other girls that knew Libby. You have been searching it before you went to Vegas. And then you tell investigators, I was with my dad all day. We went to grandma and grandpa's at noon.
No, I told them I didn't know what. I mean, I don't ever leave. So, like, yeah, probably at his house, really. But I mean,
I'm telling you again,
I don't remember everything I did.
while I'm refreshing your memory.
Like I told them, I would go and see my grandma and grandpa like a lot.
No. For a fact, audio, video recorded on your interview, you told them a few days after this happened, you were with your dad all day, and you went to your grandparents.
Every did, really.
From on your interview, you said 12 to 2 or 12 to 3, and then you came back home. That's what you said.
Right?
That's not I don't remember. That's what you said, right?
No, because he was like, hey, you really need to think about this.
Right? And
You really need to think about.
and that's what you said.
So I was like, well, I mean.
Well, your phone does not line up to that. And again, that's another fact. You don't have to remember it.
Okay, where was my phone at? Please tell me.
So it was at your residence
67 East Canals all day, because I don't ever leave there.
until
Until when?
you went to somewhere near your grandparents' house, but you did not go to your grandparents' house.
Dirk Hayes.
Where?
Dirk Hayes' house.
Okay.
That's the only other place I go. He sold me weed. That's literally the only other place I go.
So why lie? Several times.
I didn't think I ever lied, but I'm saying if I left my house on that day, it was to my grandparents or to Dirk's.
You said in an interview, audio recorded to 2 law enforcement officers, including an FBI agent.
Right.
You said, I was here at home from this to this time. Then I went to my grandparents, and then we went right back home. And I was with my dad the entire time. Done. I know.
Okay.
That for a fact, because you said it, and that's what you said.
Okay.
But now you're telling me you
Where were you last Monday at 7:45 p.m.?
probably at home. But again,
Okay, I was probably at home.
But what I'm telling you.
I mean, do you get what I'm saying though? Like,
no, I don't, because
I mean, you don't? Okay.
you're
Okay, where were you Monday at 7:45?
Kegan, this isn't about
Why don't you?
me.
No. You see what I'm saying though?
No.
Like, people don't remember every
No.
little thing about life.
They do when it involves them.
When I had nothing to do with it, so why would I even
But you
remember what I was doing?
one of the last people to this is why
Okay.
this is
But if I
such a big
I
deal.
did that, don't you think I would know exactly where I was at?
Yeah, and that's what you told people.
Exactly.
But it was a lie.
Okay. So where was my phone at?
I told you it was at your house,
Exactly.
and then it went to where? It wasn't grandma and grandpa's.
Where was it?
I'll tell you that much.
Where was it in Peru?
Yep.
Exactly.
Country Club Road. Whose house is that?
Country Club Road. I have no clue. That's where my grandma lives. I mean, my grandma lives out by
Paw.
Paw Paw Pike. Yeah.
Right. It wasn't there.
Country Club Road and Paw Paw Pike meet.
I understand that, but you connected to a Wi-Fi source that was in that house.
No, I did not. I'm telling you, 1000%. I don't go anywhere besides Dirk and my grandma's.
So why did you tell investigators that you went there when you didn't?
Because he was like, well, where do you ever go? That's the only places I go. I don't know what I was doing that day 2 weeks ago. I don't freaking know.
So you,
It's like if someone asked me right now, what were you doing 2 weeks ago on a Monday?
okay.
I have not the slightest clue.
So then with your logic then, back then when you said that, maybe you weren't with your dad all day then.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, right?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I went to my,
Could be possible.
yeah, I mean, the only time I ever really left my dad was when I would go to Dirk's really and get weed. That's about it.
And would you search?
I didn't have a car.
Did you,
Nowhere to go.
would it be normal for you to look up porn at grandma and grandpa's house?
No.
Because that's what you were doing on your phone at the time you said
That's fine.
you were there.
I wasn't doing that.
Then who was?
Dirk. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you. I don't
It's not.
hang out with no one besides Dirk.
So how do you know Dirk did it then? Because you don't remember what happened.
All this point to him, like more and more. Like the more you keep saying, like, I'm like, if I'm not at my grandma and grandpa's house, I'm not with my dad, I would be at Dirk's. Did I get up that day? I have no clue what I was doing.
Titus?
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that?
Who was Kyle Titus?
The friend I went to school with?
He's like one of your best friends as well, is he not?
I mean, he's a good friend, yeah.
How come when you rattled off your list of friends you'd known previously, you omitted Kyle Titus?
Why would I?
Yeah. He's like pretty much like seeming like one of your best friends, if not your best friend.
Yeah, I mean, he was a good friend of mine.
So you gave them a list of your friends twice when they interviewed you previously, and you completely omitted Kyle Titus. You didn't even mention him. And even today, you still haven't mentioned Kyle Titus. And you even asked me why when I asked you.
Because there's a reason why you don't look up Kyle Titus, Indiana. Look that up.
No, tell me why. I don't have any idea.
Because he's a drug dealer big time. I don't want my name associated with someone that sells pounds of weed. I don't want that. I don't want to say that. And then Peru Police Department be like, okay, well, he messes with someone that, sells large amounts of weed. Let's watch him. Let's arrest him.
You just said Dirk sells you weed and you're fine with associating
Dirk.
with him.
I mean, Dirk don't have no weed. I really don't.
You said he sells you weed.
Yeah, but I'm saying like.
But you associate with him and you.
Okay, well, an ounce is a lot different than
So why?
a pound.
Why?
The cops aren't going to come raid his house over an ounce of weed.
If he's selling weed, absolutely.
Okay, well, you guys need something better to do if you're raiding people's houses for an ounce of weed.
So he just gets 1 ounce. He gets it. You know what's so funny about that? That part is funny, but also the other part that's funny is that he's like, I would never associate with a drug dealer, but like, what are you? Like, what?
And admitted to selling weed.
Yeah. So he just gets 1 ounce. He gets it and he puts it on the table and goes, that's for Kegan. 1 ounce. That's how I'm going to make money as a drug dealer. I'm going to sell 1 ounce to one particular
Did I say that?
person. You said only all he has is 1 ounce of weed.
What I'm saying is a small-time drug dealer is a lot different than someone that's selling pounds of weed. That's a big difference.
Then why were you good friends with him?
Why you think? I had no job. I mean, put it together. You know what I mean? Figure out if
Why'd you blow him off in Vegas?
Kyle, because I get the weed or nothing. I could not get anything he wanted. And I looked for it out there, and I'm sure you looked at my phone when I met that guy, right? I'm sure you know about me meeting some guy in Vegas, right?
I think the more thing I'm concerned about over a guy that you're meeting.
I'm saying like I met the guy to talk to him about weed.
Okay, but what I'm more concerned about of that is Wait, did we just give you something from 2017 that you were able to remember just like that?
Because I know Kyle Titus. He's my best friend.
But yet know nothing about a girl that was murdered? You remember?
Yeah, because I didn't know her. Yeah, I don't. I don't spend years of my life with a person that got murdered. Yeah, I know Kyle. Like, that is like my good friend. Yeah, I know stuff about him. What do you mean? That's totally different.
But then you just told us, well, I don't want to associate with him.
Yeah, I don't want to tell them his name. What do you mean? I don't want to be like, yeah, I know Kyle Titus.
Okay, and they would have just said, okay, Kyle Titus.
No, you can put wheels in motion. I mean, it's not that hard to find out who he is and what he's been arrested for and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
And Dirk's never been arrested?
Well, I don't think so. No, not that I know of. He went to the military. I don't think he ever got arrested.
What'd you mean when you said all this was pointing towards Dirk?
Like, do you see how I'm on someone's country, whatever you said, country club road on someone's Wi-Fi? I've never been to anyone's house on Country Club Road ever. I don't even know where that's at out there. I know those roads meet or something. It's something country with Paw Pike. I literally have no clue. Like, I don't know anyone. I don't know anything about the whole case. Like, yeah, it looks terrible, but I promise you. Like, I know you guys are looking for that person and it's not me. I know absolutely nothing. And I get the whole Bromett thing is like weird too, but I swear I don't know anything.
Yes, you do, man.
I swear to God, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I really don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
I can't wrap my head around why you're willing to put all of this on you. Why are you protecting somebody else?
Who am I protecting? What are you talking about?
I mean, obviously you said that you didn't kill them, right?
Yeah, what the heck? Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Okay.
You think I know who killed them?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. Because, and you know why I know that?
Well, you're obviously terrible at your job. If you really honestly think that, you're absolutely terrible at your job, sir. I'm sorry to say that. But
Sir, do you know who killed those girls?
no.
Hang on. I'm not literally asking you right now. Do you know for sure who killed those girls? No. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, no. You did say no both times in your polygraph, and guess what? That was deception.
Hey, a lot of people fail those lie detectors. What are you talking about? Why do you think that they can't use
Not
those in court?
not there.
There's a reason that
Double
you can't
homicide.
a polygraph in court because people fail like me who have anxiety problems that are freaking out.
But those people that fail for other cases or whatever you're referencing weren't talking to the victim of a crime the day of, weren't grooming them.
OJ Simpson, yes, he was.
Well, you looked that up too.
Yeah, I know. About what do you mean?
But
You don't know who OJ Simpson is or no?
weren't sending pictures to the victim. Didn't say, is it bad that I'm super into you? I just don't understand why you're protecting the person. I mean, was it as simple as that she just said, hey, I'm going to the high bridge, and you told somebody?
I literally have no clue anything about that.
But yet you were.
You can come in here and literally talk for 24 hours straight. I don't know anything about that.
But yet you remember 110% that you had a conversation with a guy in Vegas on
Yes,
February 23rd
because I'm supposed to make thousands
about
of dollars. Yes.
about weed, about buying weed,
Yes.
buying to smoke weed.
No.
You said you talked.
To sell weed. I talked to him about Kyle. He said, so why did you bring up Kyle? I met that guy to talk about weed to Kyle. I couldn't find it from that guy. He didn't have what Kyle needed.
You don't associate
That's it.
yourself with Kyle.
Not to the cops, I don't. Of course I don't. Why would I associate? No.
So why blow Titus off?
Because I couldn't get it. I met up with that guy. That's the only guy I could find. Met him on Craigslist.
Why not?
It's literally.
Why not meet and tell him that? Yeah, I couldn't go party and have fun.
Because he's waiting on it. If he's waiting on me, hey, I need you.
Are you scared
to find me this?
of somebody? What are they going to do
I swear on.
if you say something?
No, I literally don't know anything. Like I was supposed to make thousands of dollars by finding him that weed. That's it.
I'm not talking about the weed anymore.
I know, but I'm saying like that's what I'm saying.
Who are you afraid of to tell that was using the Anthony Shots account?
Nobody. I told you, Dirk, that's the only other person that could have my phone. That's literally it.
Not in Vegas.
Okay.
He's not talking to Liberty.
I don't remember talking
So who
to
was?
them.
Okay, then who was?
I don't know. Obviously it was me, but I don't remember it. You know what I mean? I just don't remember talking to him.
We had this case a while back, and this guy had this freaking little kid, was in the bathroom, and he overflowed the toilet. So he yells for help, and the dad gets pissed off, comes at the kid. Mom intervenes. The dad, trigger warning, the dad punches the mother. She runs away. He chases her down, hits her, bites her in the stomach, runs back inside, slams the kid's head into the toilet, fractures his orbital socket, puts him upside down, and starts dunking his head into the toilet that was overflowed.
Jesus Christ.
Now, what would you think about that guy?
He should get hung right now. He should be killed.
So that guy should get killed?
Yeah, 1000%.
What do you think that person is capable of?
What if that person capable of?
Yeah, what would you think a person like that is capable of?
Probably anything, because he killed some kid.
He didn't kill the kid. The kid lived.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, he obviously tried to kill his kid, whether he lived or not. I still think he should die either way because he obviously attempted murder on the kid. So
Step out for a second. I'll be right back.
Do you have enough water?
Need anything?
I appreciate you.
and I know, and I want you to know I'm literally not lying to you. Like, I know this is your job and I swear, I know, no, like, I know how, I get how bad.
Kegan.
Look.
Kegan.
No, will you please listen to me for 1 second? I know how bad. I know, okay? All right?
Hard for me to listen to.
Because people lie to you every single day.
Well, it's not only just people, but I sit here and I hear you say that.
Right?
I'm truly hearing you say that.
Right?
Okay. And my gosh, is it familiar? Because you said the same thing to the investigators when they talked to you about this before.
Exactly.
And I'm not talking about the Delphi stuff. I'm talking about the CP and the solicitation. You talked to underage girls. You said the same thing to them before you admitted it. So that's why it's hard for me to believe it, because I hear what you're saying. And you said the same thing when I know for a fact you were lying, because then eventually you told the truth.
Well, yeah.
Eventually you did.
Well, yeah.
So you telling me that you...
Once they put the pictures out and they're like, hey,
yeah, mm-hmm.
Here's the evidence we got. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Right.
And that's why it's hard to believe that. And then like Deputy Clinton said, you have this whole stack. And I mean, you can argue like the small town thing again. Absolutely. You can argue that you're a concerned citizen, that this happened in your backyard close. You can argue that for sure. But when you throw into that, you literally talked to her.
I get
right before
you say that
she was killed.
I understand. I get
then
how that looks. Trust me.
That you tell investigators that you only talked to her once and you blocked her.
That's what I remember. Okay, I get what you're saying.
You said.
Well, what I'm saying in my memory, that's what happened. I don't remember ever talking to her like that. I remember.
So why do you have altered memory? I feel that you feel somewhat responsible.
For what?
For them dying.
Why would I feel responsible for something I know nothing about? What do you mean?
You don't. I mean, when you tell me I know nothing about this, right? That doesn't make sense because you researched it. You research.
I did not oh my God. So every single person that like Google searched about them dying is a suspect?
But those people don't tell me, well, I know nothing about this case. I don't know anything about this case. I never talked to the girl that died.
Because I don't remember
ever
talking to the girl that died.
I'm telling you, you did.
Okay. I get what you're telling me, but I don't remember that. So I'm not lying to you. If I don't remember it, how am I lying to you?
Okay. So I'll give you a scenario then, and you tell me, you sit in my shoes, okay?
I know, trust me.
Just know. I want to give you a scenario, and I want you to tell me your honest opinion.
Okay.
Okay? So you're working a case. Okay, let's say it was a gas station robbery.
Right.
Okay. And you're the investigator and you see the video cameras of this guy walking in and he robs the place and he shoots somebody and kills them. Okay. And then you need to talk to him. And he goes, I don't remember that. What would you do?
I mean,
I'm not saying you killed anybody, but
right.
I'm trying. What would you do in my shoes? Okay.
Right. I would investigate it.
You have him on video, right? You have evidence. You have all this evidence showing that it was him.
Yeah.
But he tells you he doesn't remember.
So where's any of the evidence that you have?
Just,
That's not evidence. That's me talking to that's not evidence of me killing anyone. I can't even remember a time I've been to Delphi. And
again, I didn't say you did.
I know, I don't know anyone that
Listen.
did.
Listen. So again, we're talking evidence, right?
Right.
We have evidence.
Court of law evidence.
Physically talking to a girl that was murdered.
Right.
Right before she died. And we have witness statements that talked to Anthony Schatz that said they were talking about meeting up. Even to the point so far that she said Anthony Schatz told her when they said, oh my God, what happened? Hey, I was supposed to meet her, but she didn't show up. That's evidence.
I don't think I ever said that.
Man, again, that goes back to the I don't remember thing.
I don't think I ever
The guy at the gas station
said that.
But that's,
I think you were saying to.
I'm not just saying that.
Okay, well.
I'm telling you. And so if you don't remember it, that doesn't mean that it didn't happen. And I'm not saying that you did it, but we need to know why did it.
Yeah.
And the only
You do?
person right now that you're telling me had access to the Anthony Schatz account was you. And the only person that used your phone for the Anthony Schatz account was you. So.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I killed two people.
I didn't say that, but you did sure tell her then that you were supposed to meet her and she didn't show up though, because that's evidence. That's true fact evidence. Okay. And that's just, let's just focus on that one minute detail that your conversation that happened that went back and forth. And again, I'll refresh your mind, where the girl contacted Anthony Schatz and said, did you hear what happened to Liberty? And Anthony Schatz responded, OMG, what happened? And then she goes and tells him what happened. And then Anthony Schatz says, well, I was supposed to meet that girl, but she never showed up. So let's focus on that one conversation of evidence we know is true. And it doesn't matter if you remember or not.
Right.
But who then would have had access? Who would have said that then if it wasn't you? Who supposedly is the one who had access to?
Nobody.
Who would have said, but that's not, we know that's not.
I'm saying like nobody had access but me. So I don't.
So then it was you who said that.
What I'm saying is I don't remember saying that, but it had to be me if I'm the only person.
Right.
That uses it.
So why would you say I was going to meet her, but she never showed up? Why would you say that?
Why? Why would I ever go meet someone?
I don't know. Tell me.
Exactly. I wouldn't. That's like me.
So
whatever.
Saying that's right. I need to know.
No, I'm saying I probably said that, but what I'm saying is I would never go meet someone. The girlfriend I have now, I wouldn't even meet because I was like so nervous because all this stuff that happened. I'm just like.
So then did you give the information to someone else? I mean,
No.
Was there some sort of.
I would.
And I could see this happening. I mean, I could see you making a statement of, oh man, this girl wants to meet. She's going to be at the High Bridge today. And then whoever you told that to went to the High Bridge that day.
About stuff like that? I would never talk to someone about girls I talk to or nothing. That's not what I do.
But then again, we have to go back to that one narrow scope of a conversation we're looking at. Why would you say that to the other person? Why would you say, as Anthony Schatz, I was going to meet that girl and she didn't show up?
I don't know.
You know, even before that, we have witness statements that Liberty was looking at meeting Anthony Schatz. So again, that's another place where we're making this even bigger now and looking at this. Now we have multiple people saying that. Why would Anthony Schatz do that?
I don't know. I really don't have a clue. Like I said, I don't even remember talking to her. So I don't know why I would ever say that.
Do you see why this needs cleared up?
Yeah, trust me. I know it needs cleared up. You need to find the person that did it. Yeah.
Well, the person that did it, as in sending those messages, was you.
I'm talking about the person that killed them.
Okay, well, I need cleared up why.
I told you for the past 30 minutes.
Listen,
I've told you I'm not lying. I don't know anyone who did this. I didn't do this. I don't know anyone about I don't know any of that.
you just said you knew the.
I'm saying I don't know who looked in her freaking window.
But
I don't know anything about that.
what I'm telling you is we need to clear up the statement of Anthony Shots. We need to do that because we can.
I said it 3 times now. I never remember saying that. Even if I said it, I don't remember saying that.
Okay, but as law enforcement officer, you investigating a
Right?
murder at a gas station,
Yeah.
just because the person that you have on video and you have the evidence that did it says, well, I don't know, can you leave it at that?
You have to get evidence in a court of law.
You have video.
Yeah. Is his face showing in the video and everything? Well, then take him to court. What do you mean?
Right.
Right.
So we have to clear it up. Just because someone says they don't remember
I know.
doesn't mean they didn't do it.
I mean,
That's the point I'm trying to make, okay?
I get what you're saying. Yes, I totally understand.
Because we know for a fact that Anthony Shots said those things.
Right?
And that's why it needs cleared up.
Right?
And again, you saying you don't know does not clear it up.
Well, that's what you're going to get out of me because I really don't know. I don't remember saying that. That just goes to show you how serious, I've talked to so many girls, I don't even remember saying that.
But again, I mean, we go back to the whole thing. You talked to a lot of girls, but unfortunately, one of the girls
I understand that.
that you were talking to
Okay.
was killed.
Yeah.
So that's why it needs cleared up.
So don't you think maybe I would think about that in my mind?
Absolutely. And that's why,
Exactly.
and that's
So why would I be saying I don't know?
why you searched, can you trace IP addresses from social media? That's why you listened to the audio clip. That's why you did server information, see how much information gets stored on servers, because you were thinking about it, especially on a vacation where you're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to be in Vegas having fun.
The server thing's about work and stuff.
Right.
I mean, searching about servers and stuff, that would have to do something with my work.
So right after, and I'm talking minutes that you were searching, police continued to pursue leads in Delphi girls' murder, girls missing after posting Snapchat messages, article. That's girls missing after posting Snapchat messages, an article you search. Can you trace IP from social media? So were you thinking about the Delphi investigation?
I probably was constantly.
A few minutes later, there's where you start searching about internet servers. So randomly, you're reading all these articles
So
about Delphi.
I was obviously I talked to her friend and stuff. So they obviously could see that I talked to her friend on Snapchat. That's probably why I searched that. Because I was probably like, oh, shoot, I talked to that person's friend.
But again, you didn't just talk to that person.
I know.
You talked to her.
But that's what I'm saying is I don't remember talking to her. So in my brain, I was
You told investigators you did.
okay, but I don't though. I don't remember that now.
Why would you?
I don't remember even when I told them. I don't even I don't remember what I did last week. I don't.
But do you see how you're picking and choosing things you remember?
No, I wish you would see from my point of view. The Kyle Titus thing has nothing to do with me remembering anything.
No, I'm not talking about that. I mean, you sat here and said that the woman that interviewed with you was very motherly. You remembered that she was
I do remember
very motherly.
her being really nice.
You remembered that she told you that you need to stop, and that you remember you told her you have a problem. So you remember all these things, but then you sit here and tell me I don't remember any of that. But that's
I never said I didn't remember about the lady.
the interview. She was a part of the interview.
Okay.
She's the one.
So was the other guy screaming at me the whole time, trying to be the good cop, bad cop.
He did not scream at you in that interview.
Okay, maybe not scream, but you know what I mean. He was trying to do the whole thing that get in your face and try to get you to. I'm not stupid.
When you're interviewed in the bus and everything like that, no one got in your face.
I'm not talking about that.
I am.
I'm talking about in here.
Okay, I am.
Okay, well, I'm not. I don't even remember what I said to them.
But you
I'm talking about in here. I remember everything I told them.
You're contradicting yourself.
I remember them showing me the pictures in the bus.
Uh-huh.
That's what I remember.
And you remember her being
And I remember
motherly.
her saying, well, if you can't do this, come take a polygraph. And I was like, well, I'll do whatever you want. I'll take DNA. I'll do whatever. That's what I remember her saying in that bus.
I'm going to step out. And I mean, I seriously need you to stop picking and choosing memory. You can say that you're not, but
Okay, I'm not.
I'm telling you, you are.
I'm really not.
Okay. And when you're being presented with these facts that we have and you're telling me I don't remember, that doesn't make them disappear. Okay.
Okay, I get that, but I can't rethink. I can't remember something.
Try, because this is important.
Okay.
If you're going to tell me that the double homicide of these girls are not important and
When did I say that one time?
you don't want to remember it,
Is
it not worth remembering?
I told her everything I remembered.
Okay, well, you need to sit here and you need to start remembering more because this is important.
There's nothing else I know.
Okay.
All right. Oh,
We're
wow.
done.
That was quick.
We did really good. We
Yeah.
4 hours just like we thought.
Oh, it was actually 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was. Okay.
It's still that's
Wow.
still better than I
And we took,
thought.
because we took some breaks too.
Yeah. Fairly
But,
long
well,
ones.
we skipped the top, like a part of the top and bottom. But yeah, no, good job, guys. I think a lot of people, this was the first time hearing it, so I think it gave people a good look at the transcript.
I couldn't believe there were that many people that
I know. I was just reading it. That's all. I think that's all. That's the duration, isn't it?
Yeah, there's like someone coming in, they piddle around with his handcuffs and stuff, but there's no like
Yeah.
they don't come back in ever again.
Yeah. Good job. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that was that actually was kind of fun to read it through with you guys.
Oh, the timer says 3 hours 46 minutes. So even less with our breaks.
Yeah.
God
Yeah,
bless
Dominic
everybody.
was like, thought we were going to have
Thanks,
to make
Mike.
this into 4 parts, but look at it, it was all one.
I know. I thought for sure too, but no, I didn't. Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
I wonder how many people were here when we started that are still here, like through to the end.
Put a
There's
1 if you were
several.
here. If you were
Yeah.
here since the beginning, put a 1. I want to see. And be honest. If you were here since we first started reading, I want to see if you made it the whole way. Thanks, Kaz. Yeah, thanks, Sleuthie and Autumn.
People
We
were
should do-
asking
Go ahead.
if that toilet story was something that happened to Kegan as a child. Do you know?
I don't know, but can I bring up something about that very same conversation?
Wow, there's a lot of ones.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
The part where he mentions where he throws in the whole that the guy bit the mom's stomach. Did you
The
catch
stomach. Yeah.
that? Okay, that's something that does happen. Not usually in a
Trauma.
situation like that. Yeah. And so I just wonder why that was thrown in there.
It
did
did
didn't
seem like
fit.
to trigger him or something.
Yeah.
That was weird. Like, yeah, why bite someone in the stomach as a
Yeah.
form of attack? That's weird. That was random.
Yeah, it definitely didn't fit. It definitely got thrown in there. And also, can we put to bed? Like, I keep hearing that it was said in this interview, like, where's people getting this whole that like he searched the Marathon gas station? Where's that coming from? Because this is where they confront him about his searches, and there was nothing about the Marathon. There was a story about a guy at the gas station on a video, but it was a hypothetical.
Wait, who
So
said that? I didn't even know people were saying it. In the chat they were saying that, or what do you mean?
No, I've always
Everywhere.
wondered more about that gas station thing because there was either a witness or they thought the perp went there. Like,
Why don't I remember that? Okay.
I remember that early on.
Did you hear the recorded phone call of the guy that was talking to somebody in prison that was out like last night?
Yes, I saw that. I didn't listen to all of it because originally I thought it was Richard, the way that the title was.
I know, it was
gonna be Richard,
yeah, it was,
and then when I listened, I kind of like got mad because I was like tricked.
It was
so
clickbaity.
I clicked off quick. I'm like, gosh darn it.
Somebody said Lex Luthor said the toilet thing happened to his half or older brother when Kegan was little by Tony Kline.
Really?
So you don't think it's weird that Kegan wouldn't have like said anything about that, or like mention
I
it
feel like he
after?
might not to incriminate his dad, but I'm surprised it didn't trigger like an
Like,
involuntary
I want to see the
response.
video, yeah, to see if there's something that like
Yeah.
connects in his head where like he realizes anything, or like a
Mhm.
familiar.
Oh, and you know
God.
what? Someone said too that they mentioned something about Kegan having a thing for stomachs, so that could have also
That's
been
what,
it too.
yeah, all those
But
stomach pictures. Ugh.
Yeah, that's the thought that kind of went in my head when I heard it. And then look, what if that is something that with Libby? Like, what if there's something, because we don't know, like
that's
A
there's-
kind of what I was
signature,
thinking.
a
Oh,
Yeah.
signature or something.
That's kind of what I
Wow.
was
Oh, he
thinking.
was very little. He might not entirely remember.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
go ahead.
It
When the
felt like
stepbrother was 8 years old, Mama Mia said.
when, which they didn't ask him, but you know how it sometimes in investigations, like the investigator will say, like, what do you think deserves to happen to, ew, I just got goosebumps. But they'll say, what do you think deserves to happen to the person that hurt,
Every
Abby and Libby?
time, almost.
And they'll say, like, that you have like one end of the spectrum where they're like, I'd forgive them, or it's not going to bring them back or whatever. And then you have the other side.
March them down to the
I
police
hope they're,
station.
yeah, hung by their balls into town square kind of thing. They're looking to see, because if you're subconsciously knowing that you did it, you're going to be
Mhm.
more lenient on yourself. So maybe that was just a form of that.
Yeah.
His answer was good. I felt like,
Yeah.
it's better than the
Yeah,
ones
'cause
I've
they
heard on
even said, like-
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were like, she didn't die, she's alive. And he's like, well, still, he obviously tried,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Definitely.
Chris
Wow.
Watts.
Thanks, Miranda.
And Don
I
Wells
was
was
gonna
asked
say
that.
Don Wells. That's the one that comes to my head, because Don Wells like wants to give him like mercy, like, oh, you just let in jail or whatever. When no, like you wouldn't do, like, well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
try to
everybody's
have
different.
That's
but-
Understanding.
to be fair,
Yeah.
to be fair, that's literally who I was thinking of when I said it, when it came out of my mouth, was Don.
Don, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
And
Miranda.
Leilani
Don, are you
said
in
to
here?
march them down to the police station. Well, we'll march them right down to the police station.
So, guys, let's try. As much as I want to chat with you, I don't want to let this go over 4 hours, because I want people to
No,
come
yeah.
back and watch it. Because of what when
True.
it gets really long,
Have it
people
compacted.
actually like come back and want to watch it. But I
Mhm.
wouldn't
Good
not
idea.
mind doing like a something to discuss this more. Like
Yeah. Discuss the
or do you think that's
transcripts.
stupid if we're not doing it right now. I don't know. I just don't want it to go.
I
too
think we
long.
should. No, I think we should give
Okay.
people the opportunity to listen to it, and then we can all talk
We
about
can
it.
make bullet points or something and then rehash it,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll
'Cause
probably even
you
go
said
back and listen.
Speculated.
Yeah. Does he know? All right. We don't know. That's kind of what we're all wondering, if maybe his dad does.
Is my girl guilty, Juliet? That stuff
I don't know. What do you think?
Sleuthie.
All of the
It got
murders?
hairy.
Yeah.
He got
Yeah,
really
it got
ballsy
hairy.
at some point.
That's
It got
funny.
really ballsy when he was like, "You're not very good at your job, sir." I was like,
Yeah, man.
I
what?
like that part. That was fun saying that though. Like just
Oh, Lex Luthor noticed that we put our people's names in the.
Yeah.
wait, that's
Deputy
the first person that
Clinton.
noticed?
That's the first one
Really?
I saw.
I think it is. Yeah, I think that's the first one that noticed.
Oh, you guys,
That long.
yeah. We're all playing the parts pretty good.
Thanks, Ashley.
How are you doing, Lex
Yeah.
Luthor?
Yeah, it got very disgusting.
What's that?
Just that, especially that one part with the 4-year-old having a 4-year-old. I'm just like, that was like, made me nauseated.
Yeah, no, there's
literally not many things on this earth,
Oh.
that are like in that kind of category, like
Mhm.
in like a sexual category, that I'm afraid to say, and my stomach
Mhm.
was like in knots because just
Yeah.
of what it was. So
yeah.
That
It
GB
was.
word too. Ugh.
yeah, it's
Wait, GB.
Thanks, Kayla.
Oh, thanks, Kayla.
Like thang. I don't.
Wait,
That's
what
like
GB?
What it rhymes with. It rhymes.
Oh,
it rhymes.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I'm gonna go back and listen, because then I don't have to think. I could just listen.
Yeah, because it's kind of like tunnel vision when you're doing that.
Yeah. I was worried about missing my parts.
Me too.
All right. Are you going to kick us off, Zaf? We only have 6 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll
Sorry, I'm
talk
just
to you
like
later.
thinking, like, yeah, let's do it. And I hope that doesn't sound. You guys understand because we want
No, I'm gonna.
under 4 hours.
No, I
Okay.
get it.
All right. Yeah,
We'll
we'll
talk to you
plan
later,
something.
Zav.
Bye, guys. Thank you,
Sleuthie.
guys.
Bye,
Okay. Love you guys.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, Adam.
Thank you. Love
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Bye.
Love you guys. Bye. All right, bye guys. I'm leaving too because I want to keep this under 4 hours. But thanks everybody. Hopefully you guys learned something. Let me know in the comments. All thanks, Juliet. And yeah, later, Habu. Thanks, guys. That's yeah, there's some crazy stuff. All right, bye guys. Oh wait. All right, there we go. I couldn't find the button.